happened. Was this also the, let's see, Krivaku happened.
Yes.
Does that mean okay. So it started off as we woke up from a nice little party get together, a little confrontation with Krivaku. Ended up in a fight. Sweetie died, Roku died, Hogar can't really die. Um, uh, Roku was brought back to life. Sweetie was disintegrated. Uh, Jared with the fucking clutch brought Sweetie back with the fucking sealed fate. Then we went on to just, I don't remember what we did, but Hogar went to go track his footsteps to where he came from. We found his bunker as he's like getting pieced back together by Avandra's sconces. Destroyed that. We now have his spark. And then we took a month break. I don't remember what we did right after that, but we took a month break. Roku did some things. He now has a fully maxed out Dow thrower hammer, bitch Mjolnir.
He's basically elemental god.
Elemental god. Um, Hogar spent some family time, had a little sitcom.
Sitcom about hunting monsters.
Sweetie visited some magic schools, just the one actually, and then started construction on the like pieces of the town for Sarask, and we picked up. I think right as it ended.
Yeah, right after the lat first of the falling starfall. I don't remember. I do not have the doc open. I got distracted when I was going to open it. But on this final day, Sweetie, you awake as you do any other morning. To Sarask, as you have stuck around to this area more than your other two compatriots, and in the middle of the sort of you arranged the sconces to make this sort of like throne room of dramatic proportions, and you awake as you see the sconces suddenly moving in a very illusory fashion, as they did the day that you found the sconces and talked to Avandra in the first place. It looks as if she is coming back directly in front of you.
I sit and await her because she's pretty dope. She's a good gal. I like talking to her.
So you eventually see the very familiar, tall, green-skinned, long-eared Avandra apparate in front of you, floating several feet off of the ground with that red, pixelated sort of energy just sort of rising off of her. She looks directly at you and around at the sconces you've set up, and she says, "Well, I love what you've done with the place."
I kind of like sit back and look up, be like, yeah, no, I like, they look better than just kind of skewing about on the floor.
I heard that Hogar went and did a lot of killing, adventuring, and I heard that Roku, well, compiled one of the universe's most magical items. What exactly have you done?
Started, just kind of hung around here, trying to get this place more started as a city, I guess. We're starting construction on the apartments for the workers, I think today. And I take off the monocle. I kind of changed your ring that you gave me, or of yours that I've been using, and kind of made it my own. And I just kind of like show up the monocle ring telescope thing.
Ah. So, Roku got a hammer of mythical proportions, and you made a monocle?
I mean, is there something wrong with the monocle?
Well, I think it looks lovely. But, sweetie, I think you, perhaps even deep down, feel a bit overshadowed by the other two, right?
I mean, yes, they are stronger. I kind of just help. I don't really do the hitting, but so yes, one might say I feel weaker than them.
You help, you support, you heal,
Yeah.
yet you're sort of second rate compared to them.
Well, it's a tad harsh, but I understand what you mean.
Think about how terribly they've treated you. Need I remind you of the instance where you had a very unlucky run-in with your ex, and instead of staying by your side, they abandoned you and ended up partying with her? And this was all over the meeting that you initiated, trying to get all of the cities together.
And Nick was a nice lady.
Don't you think, looking back on it, how many people have looked at you and complained about how much you're talking? I mean, think about it. It's happened a lot.
I guess. Yeah. Now that you're pointing it out, it happens a lot more than I notice.
You want to know one thing that you are that they are not?
Annoying.
A god to a great number of fish people. Now,
This is true.
have you gone and visited them at any time recently?
Well, I was planning on it, but then some stuff happened in the last month, and I wasn't able to go visit them. But
You
I
have
have.
a when you have to return to them.
Yeah, he's been wandering around Sarask for the last 30 days. I see a lot of myself in you. I see a man who uses luck to his advantage, who forges his own path and destiny in his life. So, I'm going to help you out a little bit. The Kuatoans could use a visit from you as soon as you can. And when you do, I want you to read them this. And she extends her hand and apparates a folded up piece of paper that she drops. And as it breaks out of her particles of illusion, it becomes real and sets down at your feet.
I go to pick it up. Am I allowed to read this now, or is it like I'm not allowed to open it until I get there type thing?
Wait till you get there.
Okay.
You'll know what to do. And then Roku and Hogar sort of make their way into the room into the morning as well. And she turns around and quickly like does a little wave and then backs up and she fades away.
Good to see you guys after a month or so. About a month.
I would say a lot's happened, but I don't know. It's just been kind of trying to get all the details done for.
You're getting this place up and running. That's amazing, sweetie.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad it's finally underway. I've been trying to get it up and running for a while now.
Yeah, and I am wearing completely different armor. So,
Here's the drawing.
there's the rough drawing of the front of the top, the back of the top, and then the pants and the little boots.
His little boots. Okay.
Little boots.
So to start, the top, the chest has little wrappings from the kraken skin. And you can see, like, around the lower part of the chest where there isn't kraken wrapping, you see just black leather, which is also the same type of leather on the pants. And all across the armor are these gray somewhat stonish looking spikes that are woven in there. And there are additional metal little bits of studding connecting at the joints where the arms connect and near the knees, and all along the arms are the white dragon scales. And then also sort of that on the knees, just above, little fur-lined boots. There's also fur covering from shoulder behind the neck to the other shoulder. And this fur is just stark white yeti fur. And then there are spikes looking at the shoulder regions, and then little like spines hanging off the shoulders like tassels. And then yeah, that's my baller ass armor.
In a similarly badass vein, Roku just
You look like
hovers in godlike with the sun shining behind him as he just.
Notice that Roku has grown a couple inches, and he is about 30 pounds heavier as he's bulked up.
Yeah,
in a month.
I can really see that on you.
I can see you got a new hand, Roku.
Yep. Yeah, it's yeah, I guess old, new, kind of.
You're an old new hand.
It's not numb anymore.
How about a handshake?
Sure.
As you feel it,
hands.
it feels a bit like too moist for even like a sweaty hand. It feels like you're shaking hands with like a piece of raw chicken. Like it is smooth and fresh out. Like it's a new hand.
It's purdy.
Yeah, let's go with that.
It has like no wrinkles. Like it's all just completely smooth.
I oozed black ichor for days.
Oh. All right. Well,
you two look like you've been very busy with yourselves.
Yeah, and you've been busy up here, making this place better by the minute, better by the day.
I don't know if it's by the minute. It was
plans
were a little delayed, and I kind of glare over at Roku a tiny bit.
Look at me for.
Well, the statute. It doesn't matter. It's done. It's fixed. I don't know about you guys, but I was going to go make a trip to, our favorite people. My favorite people, Roku's favorite people. Yes.
Well, their place was one of our hypothesized locations of the worm, so we could check out the Mind Flayer's place afterwards. See if there's any.
I almost forgot about that.
Can we quickly grab some scales off of the Kraken and give them to our artificer?
The Kraken's old and decayed by now.
So that is true, but one of the favors you called in was specifically to rejuvenate this dead body. So actually, since Vecna has sort of brought it back from its decayed form, not only did it grow back all of its lost limbs and scales, it's also stayed pristine, like it has been refrigerated for the past however many days.
Okay, what did you do to get that to happen?
Well, Vecna and I were boys.
Oh yeah, you returned his limbs, and all right then.
He's real happy. Swear to God.
So
saw him smile.
Did you go to the Raven Queen to help you with that?
Yeah, she cut off my body parts.
Well, I have a gift for her next time we see her. Jiggles a bag. Oh, wrong bag. That's the Medusa's head.
You rattle your bone.
Rattle me bones.
Back.
Surprisingly, vampires not that hard when you're a monster trying to cleric.
Yeah, that's a very fair judgment.
Did you know they're weak to running water? You just threw it in a stream and it just died.
Can we split up our gold? Like, have Sweetie carry it all? Like, can we have like our own banks of gold?
I mean, I have 1,031 gold.
Just
I think you mean the 600,000 that you made.
Yeah, like over 600.
Yeah, where would you like to keep it?
No,
Would you guys
I'd
to
like
split it
Sweetie
up?
to hold it, but I'd like to have our own separate pots. So if we ever want to buy anything,
I carry
Okay.
3 big bags inside my ass. Not the bag. You know the special money jar in my ass. You know, that's a that's a thing.
I will say for 600,000 individual gold pieces, which is what they paid for, and that's a bag inside of a bag of holding that is necessary. So yes, you
Okay.
can divide it up into 3 portions.
Are we gonna
And,
need Scissors here to carry on us all the time, though? I'm just asking to get mugged.
Well, I mean, maybe.
You know what? I have an idea, and I'm gonna head up to the top of the pyramid.
All right, I'll see what this idea is.
And just start dumping out gold.
Well, just leave the gold in the gold room.
Oh yeah, we do have our little kobold friend. Well,
The gold room.
our normal sized kobold friend. And
not
I
little
don't
to
know,
you.
he likes- yeah.
Roku, what are you doing on the top of the
It's like
pyramid?
I'm looking up a spell.
Okay.
Not like the top of like a room on the top of the spell or top of the pyramid.
Oh, Rick, you said it's the ant first of Starfall
It is the lat first
of High Star.
of what's the month after Marora?
Starfall.
Okay, Starfall. Yeah, it's getting closer to winter.
Oh, wait, my birthday's in hot. I was playing at my birthday. I'm like, oh, it's no, my birthday's in High Star.
Yeah. The high star
Nothing
is
is-
when it starts to get sunnier, like by like
Whoops.
yeah, those are intentionally mirroring of one another.
Yeah, that's when my birthday is, and also later on in the month is the Celestian holiday. Or a Celestian holiday.
Okay. Roku.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's throw our 3 little piles of gold in a.
In a
Hold on, I'm still looking at the wall of stone, Rick. How big of a room can I make with that?
That's a good question.
is that permanent?
Yes, I believe. If I maintain my concentration for the whole spell's duration.
Can you build it
becomes
into the
permanent.
ground?
Yeah, you want to make like a bank vault as opposed to like one on the top of the pyramid.
Yeah, I'm thinking like in our little room where we sleep usually. We're gonna build like a little bank vault out of stone. In all reality, it's gonna be 4 stone walls with a little door.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you could do that. So you throw all of the coins into a pile. Huge dragon horde a pile that is now making its rounds with you guys. And Roku takes his hammer and points it at the ground and slowly digs his arms up, and as he does, the earth quakes beneath you as these walls extend, as he literally creates matter directly in front of you. Like, this stone was not taken from another place. He creates these walls of stone.
Or he just brings it from that plane of Earth. It's magic.
We may never know. I mean, the hewn and the cut matches that of the pyramid.
I know we already have a lot of money, but think about how rich we could be if we go to the plane of air or the plane of water and just
Well,
do
the
that.
plane of air is already mad at us.
Well, to be fair, if you do that, the building doesn't float. The walls would also fall.
Well, we'll just keep making it, and then it'll just be like a
Like Jenga, just eventually it'll.
yeah. Yeah. There has to be a bottom somewhere.
No, it
Sure.
doesn't.
Yeah, for sure there is. Okay.
Yeah, it's
So-
called the Earth plane.
Yeah, you've given yourself a several. I don't know how thick it is. It's stone and it's like deep.
I believe
6 inches thick. So yeah, a very, very sturdy couple of walls to guard your gold that is currently sitting here in Sarask.
What exactly are we going to spend this gold on other than upgrading Saras?
I can attune to 2 more things.
You can.
Well, but
Shit, do we have 2 more things, sweetie?
we did, but those are kind of
We have the
they were on the boat. If you know where the boat is,
the Cloak of Stars, don't we? You're gonna do that. No, not you. Probably don't want the Tentacle Rod, do you, Roku?
I think I'm good with my hammer for now.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Let's be a chair of the rod of air elemental control.
hey Roku, if you want something you can attune to, I have just the item. And I turn around and open up the bag and I pull out the tentacle rod.
We were literally on that conversation, sweetie. It's your rod. We don't want your rod. No, that sounds wrong.
We don't
you
want
smite with the rod.
You're making it's a melee weapon, so yes, you can.
I'll take it.
I hand up the tentacle rod.
Guess Roku did want Sweetie's rod.
Oh, and I attuned back to my chest.
Your tentacle tat.
Are they both one-handed, or is the tentacle rod a one-handed weapon?
Tentacle rod is not. You attack with the tentacles. I believe I sent it to the group chat.
Get ready for another dual-wielding paladin.
But with that, Tom, I'll send you it here. This is just a thing I looked up. So it looks to be you can attack with each tentacle and it deals a certain amount of damage. And then if you hit with all 3 tentacles, its speed is halved. And it can only take an action or a bonus action. So it like slows them down.
And I smite though.
Yes, you can smite.
Okay. All right.
It does deal bludgeoning damage. You make an attack with the tentacles. I will say sure you can smite.
Perfect. And yeah.
And yeah, I would say it is as well. You can hold it with one hand. You're not attacking with the weapon. You're like sort of launching the tentacles from it, so you can shoot them and hold it with one hand. So you can have the hammer on the other.
Now, does it take an action to use the tentacles?
I'm pretty sure you can use an action to direct each tentacle to attack. So if there are 3 creatures, no wait. Yeah, you can use one action to shoot all 3 tentacles.
Okay. Maybe it'll be an instance where I'll use it. But for right now, it's a really cool hammer.
Okay, so you're using that. I can erase that from this list. Also, question: we have the elemental shards, but did those like fuse with the hammer, or do we still just have those?
You guys still have them separately. They just molded the hammer to have this slot.
Probably keep the shards separate from the divine spark.
If I am to be correct,
yeah,
I'm like I think they're all thrown into the bag. So,
well, if it hasn't accidentally started the ritual now, we should hopefully be fine.
That's true. It's been a month.
Cord is just in. I open the bag and cord just open the bag. Just
maybe we should summon him in there and just close it.
I'm sure he'll be fine. He'll just suffocate.
He's also a god. Yeah, it's not like he's gonna just bust out of our little demi-plane. It's not like he's not gonna teleport or anything.
Well, he can't get out of his own demi-plane right now, or plane of existence, so fuck him. He ain't that special.
Dark little bitch.
So, yeah, so you guys build this vault. Trade some magic items. Is there anything else you'd like to?
One slot open, doesn't he?
I would also like to call in our favor from Theriston. And
Wait, what? Why? What?
we can
this
ask him
is-
for boons,
And we
which will buff our stats. Boons buff your stats.
what are stats?
Yeah, what are these stats you speak of?
You
Are
wanna
you
be
talking about like
stronger.
our sales
you
on
wanna,
the tanks?
You want to sling spells harder?
I mean, yeah, kinda.
You can ask Thurston
A lot.
for it. He's a demony boy.
So we ask him to give us these baboons, do you say?
Baboons is right. Yep.
Okay. Well,
What a baboon though.
did we? Well, I was going to say find a good place to contact him, but
I think
we're
will
already
do
there.
Good.
Um,
Yeah.
well, anywhere here. Is it this place? This place was forged by demons here, right?
Are you
Oh,
sure you
yeah.
want to do it in your temple to Avandra, though?
Are we sure we want to do it on the roof of the temple to
Are we
Avandra?
sure we want to do it in our town?
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm not.
Well, this might just be like a thing like it is with Vecna, right?
Assuming.
That's what it should be, right?
I don't know. I never talked to Vecna.
We have to sacrifice something to Thurston.
Wait, you never talked to Vecna?
I mean, I might have once before when we had the knife, but not recently.
Vecna's a cool dude,
Great guy, best friend.
honestly.
Oh.
Him and I go way back.
I thought your best friend was the Beholder.
Well, former. He's dead now.
Yeah, I wonder who killed him.
We know who killed
Oh,
him.
we
That's
do
something
know
else
that.
we have to do. His name is
No, it's not. He was
Gull's
killed
right.
by an assassin. He
Yeah.
was killed by an assassin that was hired by
Enigma.
Enigma. I don't know what Enigma's planning, but
Galsra the lizard folk has to die.
but well, yeah, that guy has to die.
So, are you going to do your attempt to summon Thurston right now?
I'd like to
Oh,
try
man.
commune.
Commune.
Well, you
I'm
can
not
certainly
gonna
try.
pray,
How would
but-
you like to try?
I'd like to go sit around the sacrificial table upstairs or sacrificial whatever the sacrificial name is upstairs.
I sit.
It is an
next to
altar,
Roku.
yes. It's not really a table because it's built out of stone that is built into the pyramid. So, like, it's not very easily removable. But yeah, it's basically a table.
You ever seen Narnia? You know what Aslan died on? Did you say you've never seen Narnia?
I know Christian people are all over it for some reason. We
I
watched
haven't
it at
seen it.
church once, but I don't remember it.
But why is it? Oh, why are Christian people?
I don't know. I think
I
the
haven't
lion
seen it.
represents Jesus. Anyways.
What?
I haven't seen it either, Garrett.
I've
so don't
never
feel
heard
too
of that
bad.
analogy.
Anyways, so yeah, you guys go up to the sacrificial altar. You'll notice the candles. One or two of them, I believe, have been specifically snuffed out by one of you guys, like as you've knocked them over. But the rest of these candles in their descending order are still lit since the day you've arrived here.
Oh shit! Special ass candles. These are
Prestidigitation?
quality ass candles.
I want to light the ones we snuffed.
You
Just so-
snap your hands in like a lighter, like an altar boy. You go from flame to flame, lighting them. So now that they form that sort of ascending decorative candle.
You know what? You guys can do this.
You don't want any boons from Thurston?
Not
I mean, you
really.
did help save him.
I'm fine.
All right, sounds good.
More for me.
It's more for me.
I'll observe in the corner.
Okay, so those of you who are summoning your boy, what would you like to do?
This is a little bit different because this is a angry god. So I'm gonna take whatever sharp item I have on me and give myself a cut and put it on the altar.
You look at your fresh baby hand, decide
Baby
to give it
hand.
a scar or two as to, to wear it in a little bit. And they'll say
Sure, who's boss?
just deal, What your 1 plus your strength modifier damage here as you just
Just a little stab.
you're too strong and it accidentally hurt you.
Hey, you don't have to wait 6 seconds to get those health back. You have to wait like the rest of us now.
Fuck.
You're looking at it, you're like, ah, shit, it won't stop bleeding. What the
Oh,
hell?
what the hell is this?
Come on.
Okay,
you're
what do you
right.
do? What do you do with the blood that pours out?
The altar table thingy thing. I'm gonna pour it on that. I don't know if it's like a bowl or like a little flat surface.
It's a slab. You just sort of like spill it as you squeeze the blood out from your palm.
I want to prick my finger, and I don't know if this works. I don't know if this correlates to D&D, but I'm gonna try it, and I'm gonna draw a pentagram in blood.
Would you roll me a religion check, sweetie?
Okay.
God damn.
Oh no. I kind of rolled that. Religion?
Yeah.
10.
Yeah, this seems you've definitely seen this in relation to some
Okay.
weird demon shit before. This is a thing,
Okay.
probably.
It's
So yeah, okay. Sweetie sort of dripped his blood mixed with your blood on the table. He mixes together this star within a circle formation.
Then I guess sit in the triangles so I'm not messing up the bloody things. The pentagram, like so I'm
I
sitting,
didn't make like a huge. I didn't make like a.
Oh.
Just a little one on the table. Just a little drawing.
How much blood do you think I have? I'm 2.5 foot
I don't know.
tall.
Drain your whole body.
You can draw a lot with blood.
Okay. And with that, you think of Thurston and the favor that he owes to you. And without any sort of attempt on your end, besides consciously thinking about it, the blood starts to rise like rain dropping from the sky, except it's coming off of the surface, floating into the air as blood droplets start to flow in front of your eyes. You guys remember the size of Thurston as you start to ponder what would happen if he comes here, as you remember gazing upon that gigantic chained creature. And suddenly you hear the sound of chains moving back and forth as a fiery gate gets ripped in front of you as you see swirling of necrotic and flame energy. Suddenly, a scaly creature steps out. For a visual aid, I sent the picture to the group chat. This guy walks like an ape on his one giant arm, but his right arm seems to be shriveled and curled close to his body like that of a T-Rex. He is wearing absolutely no clothes except for a belt carrying a book right over his loin. He flaps his strange ear wings and looks at you and says, "We've been expecting you. Anyways, I'm here for Thursday. What kind of favor are you looking to cash in?"
Well, we've heard of boons. Is that something you're familiar with?
Oh, yes, my client could certainly give you these boons you're looking for, to some varying degrees. What exactly would you like?
Maybe a buff to my spell casting into my constitution.
Well, is this your first time dealing with demonic favors?
Yes.
I could tell, considering you wrote the wrong god symbol on the sacrificial altar.
You know what? We tried our best. I'm sorry.
Yes, for further note, that circle star pattern belongs to that of a devil god named Asmodeus. We're demons.
Oh.
We don't take kindly to that sort.
Hey, I apologize. Hey.
All right, boons. Usually, what? What's so funny?
Boobs.
I did say that. I said boons, like you asked for. Usually, it's just the one statistical basis we can increase. Your strength, your charisma, your intelligence, we could buff it up a couple of points statistically higher than it is prior. Or perhaps if you were to double dip, make it easier to resist the poisons and also make yourself a better spellcaster, I'm afraid the range of bonuses we're able to give you decreases.
All right, how about just to my spellcasting then? I'd be happy with that.
All right, and he takes his little hand and he yanks the book off of his belt. I will let your imaginations fill in the blanks as he, with his little hand, flips through his pages. He goes, "Okay, and you're right." And he starts writing with his finger, writing in this runic language in this book. And then he looks over to you, sweetie, and goes, "Ed, what's your favor here?"
As well a buff to my spell casting.
Good, we'll make it easy for you. Charisma. Buttons up his spell book again. Okay, those benefits you kick in about 10, 15 minutes. Thursday thanks you for your issues, and if you need any more help, just do what you did here, except not exactly. I'll come to help. It's my job.
Do you have if that's like the devil symbol, what's the demon symbol then?
That is a very good question. Let me consult the book. He unbuttons the loincloth and pulls the book up again. What exactly is his symbol? Thursday. A jagged counterclockwise spiral.
Okay.
Okay, look back. So usually not like this, jagged.
Yes, I see.
So a spiral jagged to the left, not to the right.
Yeah, sure. Anyways, and he goes to turn around, and once again, the belt just covers his front portion, so his back is exposed to the elements as he wanders back through the portal, and it closes once more. The blood slaps back down on the table, splattering everywhere. Roku and Sweetie, your guys' charisma scores as well as maximum for your charisma scores increased by 2.
Dope.
Hey Tom, your headphones are flashing red. Is that a bad thing?
What?
Like right here on your headphone is flashing red.
Oh, it's a mic.
It's a mic.
Oh,
It's muted.
Is that what it means?
Yeah.
but yeah, not muted.
So, some demon dongs to brighten your morning, as well as a couple of little bonuses. Hogar, you notice they look a little bit more handsome, a little bit more defined jawline.
Go away, gay thoughts.
Roku looks a bit scarier. His eyebrows kind of his head kind of got pushed out a little bit. His cranium sort of expands, so he got a little stronger looking, as well as a bit fiercer with the eyebrows.
What is it with stuff this week? First of all, it looks like a tree person for some reason.
All right, so that is that. You guys,
Thurston was a nice guy.
You guys
Great
see,
guy.
as this happens, you hear a, and one of your jungle trees off in the distance just, as the dwarves have now moved in and are clearing space for the apartment building.
Well, looks like they are starting on the apartments.
Did you tell them to make sure not to knock down Cheddar's tree?
The directions you gave were down the road a bit.
Yeah, Cheddar Street's fine. We'll get we have money. We'll build a fence around it and just be like Cheddar Street.
All right.
Anyway, I have to go see the Kuatoans.
And you have to bring that one guy with you.
Yeah, he's been wandering around here. I keep forgetting to ask him his name.
Well, he's
He's-
giving me plenty of mayonnaise drawings.
He keeps just opening mayonnaise jars and like make sure you don't step in any. He's just kind of globbed on the floor. He doesn't
I think
really
he got alcohol once.
alcoholic mayonnaise.
Perhaps I didn't try it.
We'll have to see if he has any of that alcoholic mayonnaise.
I guess so.
If you would like, you can take Maribel, and she can fly you there. I want to go talk to our artificer about the Kraken cloaks.
You want me to go call up the Kraken?
Well, I'd like to talk with him and see if he has any ideas. And sure.
All right.
And then
Well,
Hogar and I
I'm
can
also-
meet you there.
Okay.
I mean, I can do it, Roku. Treasure is faster than all of you.
Not Maribel.
I guess he's probably fast as Maribel.
Do you want to just talk to
You just want to do it together?
to?
I don't know. It sounded like it was
Yeah,
urgent and you had to go.
Well, I mean, I need to go as soon as possible, but I'm also kind of curious about these cloaks. And plus, here, you guys go talk to him. I have to go find out where this guy went.
I mean, only Sweetie needs a cloak.
Well, if it can grant us greater lightning resistances, that'd be preferable.
I guess that's true as well. All right,
And I'm
so
gonna go
find that
find
guy.
the artificer, and I can't remember
Okay.
his name. So
So
I'll try.
basically, Chester, your loving, almost Doc Brown-esque scientist working in a tank factory, basically gives you the rundown of the. It's a very difficult process to do this, and he doesn't have tools to make clothing. So he basically says the only reason he can do this is because there is new scales to be harvested. And depending on how many scales are harvested depends on how well he can make these sort of clothing. So it's a very up in the air, and it's very dependent on how everything goes, basically.
Does he mention someone else that can do it better?
He says, well, if you're looking for something better, anybody that can tailor clothing, work with hides, any sort of that clothing and magical armor area of expertise.
Okay, thank you. And then Hogar and I, if you'd like, I'd like to go harvest as many scales as we can. Off the Kraken.
Yeah, harvesting scales.
Okay. Is Hogar harvesting the scales? And would you like to help him, or would you both
I'd like
to
to help him because that's
survival
not my
check with
forte.
advantage, Hogar?
All right. All right. Thanks for the help, Roku, because if at it, I rolled a 6. But with his help, 32.
Okay, yes, you harvest a great number of scales, and you think you cut off about like almost not almost literally exactly you were able to salvage like 3 cloaks worth of Kraken scales.
If you can improve my Slayer's armor's resistance to lightning, that'd be great. More scales to it.
Okay, now we can go to do the Kuatoans
All right.
place.
I need a bag for these, though. There's a lot of scales. Oh, you just want to put them in with the gold?
I mean, yeah, that works.
All right, you want to help me carry these?
Perfect.
You guys haul off these gigantic, curved, heavily plated scales, and you just huck them in a stack, and it looks like some weird sort of fingernail-esque pile.
Nice. Now can we get the rest of the corpse?
In a corner, pick up a Kuatoan after searching for him while they were doing this.
Oh, hey there. Want some mayonnaise?
We'll wait on that. You can show the mayonnaise to the rest of your tribe.
Oh, we're finally going back. Oh, I can't wait.
Sorry about the delay. I had some things going on.
I can't wait to go. Can't barely wait a minute longer.
Well, I'll go grab the other guys or follow me. We'll go meet up with them and then we'll be going now.
Yeah, you guys sort of hear that as he slaps the floor as he runs.
Oh, hey there.
Oh, hi.
So we're going?
I believe so. What is our method of travel, I guess?
Flying?
So who's on what?
Well, I'm on chair.
I lean down to Mr. Kuatoan, man. Would you feel better on a griffin or a Quetzalcoatlus?
Oh, I don't know what any of those creatures are.
Maybe Roku can carry him.
No thanks. They creep me out.
And he's also currently moist. Just like dripping.
You can ride on Maribel with Sweetie, and I can fly.
Oh, well,
All right.
And with that,
I hold my hand up. Cheddar, I need an airlift.
he just grabs a hold of you, talon first. You just fly off.
Flip over onto his back.
And with that, those two are on their way eastward to head to the Coatuan tribe. Roku, you're just flying.
Yeah, I'll dash for as long as I can to try and keep up.
You throw the hammer, grabbing it and sort of following along as you continue to dash forward. This requires no energy on your behalf. It just requires sort of a mental focus, meaning you can dash as much as you want.
You can dash if you want to.
And you can leave your two friends behind.
On your griffin.
As those two sort of like saddle up on the griffin, the Kuatoan puts his arms around you like you guys are on like a motorcycle. And Sweetie, would you roll me an handling check to see how well Maribel responds to your general presence?
Hell to the yes. I am a halfling.
Luckily.
Luckily. Okay. What's my handle? Animal handling. That's gonna be an 18.
And with that, Roku, you see these two soar past you. You see the Kuatoan's gills flapping wildly in the wind as he has his mouth open agape as it seems to flap as he flies. And you guys head eastward. It is a couple hour flight, but since you are flying, there's very, very little issues you come across on your way. Roku, about halfway through, you do hear a voice in your head, that of a recently dealt with potion trader, as Savory Avery contacts you through the sending spell, and he says, hello, my friend. I hear that you are quite booming with the business here over in Sarask. Do you mind if, me and my friends come along and set up a potion shop to sell?
That would be great. Stop by the next couple days and we can talk further.
My friend, we shall be there tomorrow. I cannot wait. And with that, you have made new plans for a merchant, at least, on your premises for a little while. It is with that you four actually, and those carrying you, descend upon the island. And as soon as the Kuatoan on your back, sweetie, sees the Kuatoans of the island, he starts to laugh. He's, I have not seen my home in so long. Do you think they would like my mayonnaise?
They're gonna love your mayonnaise.
The wings sort of beat the sand out from underneath them as they land, and all the Kuatoans immediately surround all you guys as you guys land, and all of a sudden you hear mayonnaise, and out springs a geyser of mayonnaise as they all go ooh, and they begin chanting as they run into
Nice. Well,
and High Priest Balhuragagloop, set in his distinctive colors, and his staff comes walking up to you, and he goes, "Oh, God, it has been so long. We were worried when we would see you again."
Yeah, I had some personal things I was dealing with. I'm sorry it took so long.
Oh, you come bearing good news and good gifts.
Speaking of gifts, I have a body in my bag.
Huh?
Elephant rolled up bodies, I believe.
No, that one's long gone.
an old man's body.
Oh, an old man's body.
An old man's body.
Mm.
That was a count.
Yeah,
And
you old cancer-ridden Count Nadar's old body, and they look and they, "Oh, carry this to the breeding chambers!" And they huck this old man's lifeless corpse like a beach ball at a concert, like over their heads as it bounces from one person to another.
Oh, also, I'm supposed to. I just hold up the letter. I'm supposed to bring news, I guess.
Sweetie, I will send you the letter that you are supposed to read. For some reason, it's not working.
It's not working.
Oh, okay. So yeah, your eye back too.
Oh. Yeah, I can no longer see
I
through
feel like-
things.
How many fingers am I holding up?
7.
Perfect.
Turns out Roku just has like the world's shittiest vision.
Well,
Okay. Why did you tell you had 3 heads?
Hello, loyal subjects. I have come from killing the legendary Cragnecks, the Iron Leviathan. I have also recovered one of your lost brothers, and he can vouch for this kill. I am now the lone leader of all the oceans, and you are all my followers who will rule with me. However, I need your help. Remember your last god? Remember when you all went to that dungeon with him and found those legendary stones? Remember all those crazy things that happened in there? I'm sure you all do. You all have great memory. I require those stones to be even stronger. So I request of you to tell me where this dungeon is.
What's he talking about?
I didn't read it first.
Sweetie. So yeah, you look at the bottom and almost read out Avandra's personal note to you to spruce it up with some details. You go, spruce it up with some. Anyways,
I almost did too.
Sweetie, the intent of this letter that Avandra gave you was to sort of like persuade these Kuatoans that this thing happened. So I need you to roll a deception check to attempt to sell this to your loyal subjects.
I am a halfling.
Really?
That's my second nat one of tonight. Let's see, that number plus deception. Rick, how's a 31 sound? I rolled a 14.
They all look, and first of all, when they hear news that you killed Cragnecks, they all go nuts, and they're like pushing around the mayonnaise guy as he's like, "Yeah, I saw him do it. It was crazy." He didn't see you do it, he's making that up. So once you sort of like probe them, they're like, remember when you had those crazy legendary stones? They all stare at each other and they're like, Do you remember? Oh, I remember. Yeah, you remember our old guy, the little guy with, and they all start discussing details with themselves. And it seems that you have officially prompted them into believing that this event happened.
Then I would like to listen to
That's
said details
why.
and just be like,
Your
Kuatoans.
your high priest goes, "Oh, yes, it was conveniently right over there. You can see it from here." And he points over, and in the sort of horizon, you see a small stone platform that leads underground. That was
that
not
there before?
It was certainly not there before. It has never existed until this moment.
Oh, that's right. Kuatoans.
Kuatoans.
They just released them into existence.
Tom's just excited about the dungeon.
No,
It's all
self.
Kuatoans laying eggs. That's the whole dungeon.
Oh God! Oh Jesus!
Maybe
No,
this room will be
roll to make it
different. No.
Note to self. Kuatoans can believe things into existence.
God, yes, we remember. We remember the stones, right? And then they're all like, let us take you. And they immediately begin just diving off the far side of the island, wanting to take you over.
I wouldn't
But dive in after him.
Well, when in Rome. Can I, Roku?
I'm gonna give Maribel a task. Go to the woods, find a deer, and bring it here. Don't kill it. And then I'm just gonna go. It's a task for her to test her own ability.
Do you have the ability to communicate?
Actually, no. I'm gonna toss out the game, tell him that, and have him take her.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
Okay. And he just sort of nods understandingly and looks over, and she like glances over, and they both like stare for a moment and then turn around, preparing to go find a deer.
Cheddar, if you want, you can turn to a fish and follow. But if not, you just go and eat fish if you want.
I'm sorry, I'm turning into a fish?
With that staff, you can.
Oh, right. I haven't tested that out yet.
Oh.
Maybe.
This mist happens and he falls, flopping back and forth.
I grab Fish Cheddar and rush him to the water.
And then he explodes into his dinosaur form again and goes, "Oh, that was no fun. That was no fun for sure."
All right, you stay up here, and just keep an eye out for danger.
All right, I'm good at that. He begins scanning the surface, protecting the island while in the absence.
Swim,
Dive in. Swim up, catch up with the rest of them people.
And so yeah, you guys swim out. It's only like a 5-minute little journey here as all of them hop on. It's just a large stone platform, and you guys see a staircase. There's like old cellar doors that they open, and like dust flies out, and then it leads down into this small room here down there. And they all point, and they're like, oh, this is where it was. This is where it was. Yes, we came here with old God, and well, he wasn't as good as you, but he was pretty good.
Well, then you'll have to help me retrace his footsteps. Well, the good footsteps, at least.
Yes, go on in. And all of the Kuatoans usher you guys in first.
Down the stairs. Into dungeon.
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 Okay.
And dragon.
So as you guys descend slightly, like about 15 feet downwards into this small stone room, as you enter the room proper, as opposed to just the staircase, you see that the left side of the wall has a long window of glass to sort of separate this room from the other. Beyond the glass, it is a large, dark room, and it's very large. And is as you guys enter, all of a sudden the Kuatoans look at you from beyond, and they at the same time shut the doors as they As you guys
Thanks,
are now,
guys.
you guys are now met with darkness as you sit in the cellar room.
Dark vision.
Yeah, you guys see beyond this window. You guys are in a room. There are 3 doors on the far side of the room, but yeah, beyond this like glass pane window is a large black absence of a room. But it's almost as soon as the Kuotoan shut the doors, all of a sudden, lights shine all the way through. In your room, these lights above turn on, as well as in the other room through the glass. There is now a full audience of Kuotoans staring at you through the glass, and they're all cheering, yeah, and it's like a crowd. And then all of a sudden they sort of like they sort of glitch, showing that they're not actually there. They're somewhat illusory and somewhat choppy manifestations of these so-called memories.
Sweetie,
Anyways.
what did you read to them?
Gavandra gave me a note, and now we're here, I guess. I don't know. You guys remember this, right? Right?
No,
you guys remember
this
them
wasn't-
telling us about this?
This wasn't here before.
Yeah, it was. Anyway, I just start marching towards the door.
You guys hear this full-sized band start playing from nowhere. It's this very jaunty sort of intro-esque tune. It's like dun 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 dun, and then all of a sudden you hear this drum roll. And introducing your host, God, and another sort of illusory duplicate, a small kobold wearing an eye patch with a sort of staff that also serves as a microphone, appears in front of you guys. Once again, he sort of like gestures to the audience, but as he does, he sort of looks like a low budget monochrome projection as he sort of like and waves a bit more as they're weirdly glitching, causing this weird uneasy effect. Hello, ladies and gentlefish. Welcome to The Gauntlet. I'm your host, God, and these are our contestants. Contestants, will you please introduce yourselves? And he points to you, sweetie, and goes, what's your name and where are you from?
I'm God, and I'm from Convy.
Ah, and you, Hogar. And he points to Hogar.
I'm Hogar, and I'm from Trust.
And you, Roku.
I'm Roku, a proud Truscan as well.
Ah, can we get a hand for our hosts? And you that round of applause happens, and then they all like sort of glitch as they clap. Alrighty, well, you can walk into the next room and start your first challenge. That is, of course, if you pick the right door. Would you choose door A? And he points to the one on the far left side of the room. Door B, points to the middle door, or door C, and he points to the third door. And he sort of backs up and gestures. And the Kuotoan audience begins shouting out their answers.
Don't worry, guys. I got this. I'm going to go to... Oh, shit.
Old-fashioned way.
What? Open all 3 doors at once? Each of us go through a different door at the same time?
Is
That's a
that
good
how
idea.
they-
I'm going to run for A.
I'll go for B.
I go for C.
Okay, Roku, these are inward doors, so you're able to open the door and charge into it. And as you do, a sort of fun house hallway of mirrors happens.
Oh, no.
And
Oh, no.
lights overhead, and you come out the other side just fine. Hogar, you burst open. That same weird modulating funhouse mirror effect happens as the lights begin to snap down on top of you. As you burst out the other side, perfectly fine. Sweetie, as you open the door, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh. Uh-oh. Well, I'm good at those. Oh, I rolled a 2. Dexterity saving throw. That's an 11. Uh-oh.
Sweetie, you open your door and just stare as a torrent of flames cooks you as you take 45 points of fire damage and just stand there and take it in your shock. Sweetie, another thing I need you to note, this is very popular with the crowd, and you gain 1 point of audience momentum. As you stand there coated and burning in flames, they all cheer and cackle and point and laugh in your dismay. Roku, you see Hogar walk out the other side okay, and as you look over, you see the third door. As Sweetie steps through, charred, his hair is still a bit on fire in the back.
Well, you got cooked this time. You'll get cooked next time. Somebody's getting charbroiled.
Okay, this next room is once again has that wall so this audience can see you on the left side. And on the right wall is a large blank white stone wall that looks to have boxes around on certain parts of this grid, and 3 different pedestals are able to be stood on around a large multicolored wheel sitting in the middle of the room.
Well,
I go take the first pedestal.
There is a bit of a strange occurrence with this once you first step up onto these podiums, though. The podiums themselves have 2 sets of shackles that are currently open and wait for your hand's arrival.
Click.
What does the wall look like?
It is green around the outside, white on the inside, and there's made up of a bunch of little squares, and some of the squares have a border around them, as if outlining some sort of special property of that square.
I want to. What color is the wheel?
The wheel,
same green and then white.
Similar, yes, but it is also multicolored, and as you see, each little spot on the wheel has a different icon as well.
Can I spin the wheel?
If you go to the same kobold host that is sort of standing by the wall, looks and goes, "Oh, don't get started yet, folks. You must set on your special player shackles before we can get started with this next game."
All right, I'll
I'll go over and just wave as I'm already shackled.
I'll get on podium B and put the shackles on.
Oh, we're shoving them shackles on, baby.
These icons show themselves on this multicolored wheel. You see different icons. One is a clock. One is like somebody's abdomen. One's somebody's brain. There's a hand. There's an eye. There's a clock, except it's drawn in black. There's a backpack. There's a leg. There's a skull and a question mark. Are all these different icons. And with that, all of a sudden, that drum roll again as the studio audience's cheers kicks in. Are these 3 ready to play and the audience joins in, the Wheel of Torture?
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Now, I'm sure you 3 know the rules, but just as a reminder, you'll be solving these select phrases one by one letter as you make your way down the line. If you get the question wrong, you take a spin on the Wheel of Torture.
Torture. I joined in.
What?
Torture.
For each correct letter, you will gain 10 gold pieces redeemable by the winner. Are you ready to play, contestants?
Yeah.
Whoa.
All right. Here is your first puzzle. Okay. Sweetie, would you like to pick a letter?
A. I think I already know what the phrase is.
Well, if you would like to attempt to solve it right away, you certainly can.
I just don't know the third
Go
word.
for it. Go
If-
for it.
Everything.
If you get it wrong, you take a spin on the wheel of torture.
If I guess a phrase and like only mess up like one word, do all the other letters come in, or does it just? The
No,
entire
if
thing
you
wrong?
get even a single letter or word or pronunciation incorrect, you take a spin on the wheel of torture.
torture.
Woo! So would you like to guess your previously guessed letter A, or would you like to try to solve the puzzle?
Solve the puzzle.
What is the phrase?
I don't know why, but this is the first thing that popped into my mind. Wait. Oh wait, no, I'm an idiot. Okay.
It's too late. You put in your answer. I asked if you were sure you locked it
wait,
in.
never mind. No, I'm good.
What's
I'm
the
good, I'm good, I'm
phrase?
good.
What's the phrase?
I'm gonna go with a fat fish in a small coat.
That is incorrect. Take a spin on the wheel.
Spin.
Thank
Where
you,
did you
sweetie,
get
for that
that
wonderful.
from?
Thank you for that wonderful guess. Fat fish in a little coat.
I don't know why.
Sweetie, I need you to roll a percentile die as you spin the. Say it with me. Wheel of torture.
Torture. I keep almost saying misfortune.
Gabby, say it with me now. The wheel. Say it with me. You're not saying it with me. Wheel of torture. Sweetie, what number did you get on the wheel here?
74.
Okay. Shit. Yeah. Sweetie, you take a glance down. It stops on the icon of a leg. Starting the night out with our leg punishment. You guys see out of the pedestal in front of Sweetie a spinning saw blade. Sweetie, your leg above the knee gets completely removed as you take 50 points of damage and have one leg.
What?
I love this game.
All right. Hogar, would you like to guess a letter?
I would like to guess the letter A.
There are 1, 2, 3 A's. Shit. I had a trial run
Yay.
and see if it was how it was gonna work. All right, you do not take a spin on the wheel. Roku, would you like to take a guess?
Oh my god.
Oh,
There is
I
1-0. That's an O, I promise. Sweetie, we're back to you. Sweetie, you're waving your leg stub around. It's bleeding out.
I
would like to guess the phrase.
Oh god.
Sweetie, are you sure?
you can do it, sweetie.
Sweetie,
I'm sure this time, guys.
what is the phrase?
A big fish in a small pond.
That is correct. Correct.
Nice job, sweetie.
Anyways,
Another
you guys
letter.
understand. There's the
Yeah.
there's the letters.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You
Big
okay,
Fish is
sweetie?
Sweetie, you gain another audience momentum as the audience goes crazy for Sweetie. And you hear the host say, now, our contestants can cut their losses and move on, or participate in yet another puzzle for even grander prizes.
I get my leg back.
No!
Oh boy.
Grander prizes.
We're moving on to puzzle number 2. Now, since Sweetie won next, we will pick it up with Hogar. Hogar, will you guess a letter?
I'm gonna go with the all reliable letter A.
There are 2 A's. Roku, your letter.
Feeling a G. There's a G in there somewhere.
Is there a G? Take a spin on the wheel of torture.
66%.
It's a great number.
69.
I'm just trying to think here.
Must be
Roku,
hard.
would you just, for no reason whatsoever, say some things that are in your inventory at the moment?
Oh no.
I have a short sword, that tentacle rod, 6,000 gold. That's really all I have on me.
Is that
backpack.
really all you have on you?
Is that really all you have on you?
A water skin.
Yeah, sure.
You don't have a
boot
dow
knife.
thrower?
I have some spring blades.
You don't have a dow
My
thrower?
maul
on you?
axe.
Ah, interesting. It's very, very, not a high financial price, but a very high emotional price. Your maul axe evaporates into midair. Also, you landed on the backpack icon on the mystery wheel. With that, Sweetie, back up. How's the stump doing, Sweetie?
I'm not having fun anymore, guys.
Can I access my bag or something like while I'm shackled up?
Well, that depends. Are you currently shackled to the table?
I think so.
You can try to break out of the confines, but there are a lot of eyes on you right now, Sweetie.
You can always heal yourself.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. Can I just like give myself a little touch my hands together?
Like use your fingers to touch the palms of your hands. You're
My
shackled
fingers,
to the
like-
table.
Yeah, sure.
and
You can
then
heal
I'm
yourself.
gonna heal myself for.
How much are you healing yourself for?
I'll go 15. 15. I don't want to waste all of it. But
All right.
also,
Sweetie, would you guess a letter?
Or the phrase, you know?
Or the phrase if you want that sweet audience momentum.
I think I'm gonna play it safe this time, and I'm gonna guess the letter S.
The letter S. There is one S. Next up, Hogar, the only person to yet spin the wheel. This is your time.
I'm gonna go for an I.
There is one eye. Roku. Guess wisely.
F.
That is about the safest guess you could do, but there is an F. We are back to Sweetie. Sweetie, the look on your face tells me you want to guess the phrase yet again.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay. There's two ways I could go with this. You know, I think I'm gonna have to go with a T.
There are two T's. That's a that's a T.
Hi.
That's also a T. Hogar, your letter.
I'll go with an O.
There are
Can I solve the phrase?
two O's. No! Roku!
This one's for you, sweetie. I'm gonna go with the U.
That's also you. I'm erasing the boxes now on accident, but that is you. Sweetie, do you want to guess the phrase?
Yeah, I think I want to guess the phrase.
What is the phrase?
Is the phrase a fish out of hatch?
Take a spin on the wheel of torture.
What?
If I could move my hand.
What?
I don't know what the last.
Water.
No,
Sweetie,
Water.
Sweetie, take a spin. Out of hatch. Please take a
How
spin.
fucking dumb are you? Holy shit.
I was so ready to be like, that's correct, but you fucked that hard.
You missed an F, by the way, Rick.
Did I? Ah, shit. Here. There you go. But that's not the part Sweetie guessed wrong, so I don't feel bad.
37.
37, great number.
Fish out of hatch.
Sweetie.
How the fuck did I was trying to get you a good relation with your
I was thinking like, oh, a bat out of hell. Like that's kind of where my mind went. So I was like, a fish out of.
Sweetie, the
Is
needle
this like a
lands.
different layer of hell?
The needle lands on a cartoon drawing of a hand as a buzzsaw makes its way out of the altar, severing your left hand, dealing 50 points of damage.
That's what you get for being dumb, sweetie. Oh my god.
Are you saying you know what it is?
Sweetie,
was.
Sweetie, you no longer have a left hand or leg.
God, I like to solve the puzzle.
Yes. What is your guess?
A fish out of water.
That is correct. Any dumbass could solve that puzzle.
A fish
Not
out of
any
water.
dumbass. Oh, my
Nah.
dumbass.
You look over at me,
Fuck.
just squirming without a hand or leg.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is one more puzzle able to be solved tonight. Oh, also, Hogar, you get one audience momentum as well.
All right, don't know what that is, but I got it.
There is one more puzzle to be solved tonight, and this one is for all the marbles.
Marbles.
Yeah,
I-
sure,
Would you
whatever.
like-
I want to touch myself and give myself 3 hit points, so I'm at 51 hit points.
Your left arm is out of the shackle, luckily, but yeah, you were able to heal yourself. I mean, you're missing limbs. You sort of heal
You're
up the hand.
right-handed, right?
Yeah, I'm right-handed.
How the fuck did you
Good.
miss that one, Ave? Oh my god.
I thought
We will start with Roku on this final puzzle.
I'd like to go with an I.
And I have 2 of them, and so do you. Shit. God damn it. God damn it. There are two eyes just like I have. Sweetie, you're up.
Can I guess the phrase?
Oh God.
You can certainly try.
I know this one. I know this one.
Do you?
You didn't know the
This.
last one. Oh my god.
Does this happen to be fish in a barrel?
Sweetie, that is correct. Sweetie, +1 audience momentum. And as well
Let's go.
Yes, you
wins
do have a
our
phone.
third and final prize. And out of the center of the wheel, it's sort of like boom, the middle opens and a rod begins coming out of it. Sweetie, you see this rod is it is cylindrical, and it also is yellow on its handles, and it also has these two like chest pieces at the end that look like castle sort of things. Like it's like a tower on a castle.
Like a turret? Is that what they're called?
I don't know.
Turrets? I think so.
And there you go. Unfortunately, this is a magic item that requires some sort of communing to understand what it is. But you hear that. Well, that was just frankly one of the best rounds of Wheel of Torture that we have ever seen. I hope all of you are happy with your losses that you've suffered. Now, we will move on to the next portion of our game. This is a bit of a would you rather scenario. All of a sudden, two spotlights show on two doors on either side of this kobold.
Are you still handcuffed?
Yeah, no, they unattach after.
I have my axe back.
On the right side, he ignores you. On the right door. Through the left door, you will face two hulking monstrosities straight from the Underdark, fit with claws and a hypnotic stare. Though through the right door, you will face a highly trained cannibal who hasn't eaten in weeks. Choose your next opponent wisely.
You guys want to split up?
No, I don't want to split.
No, I mean, you're going with someone.
I go to my backpack and I reach for the regeneration potion.
Mm-hmm. As you open it, the kobold host says, outside interference of that nature will not be looked happily upon by our audience.
I put it back in the bag.
Come on,
Don't
do
wanna
you have
waste
the
those
magic
points.
carpet, sweetie?
I open up the bag and unroll it, and then just pull it out of the bag, unroll it.
That way you can
I'm
move
gonna-
around just the same. I'm going after the hulking beast. I don't know about you guys.
Hey, I think I don't want to go against some highly trained cannibal. Would it be cannibalism if? But what race is he? Because technically, he might not be a cannibal.
I think it's humanoids.
But I'm charging through the door with the
Yeah, me
big-ass
too.
The left door.
Monster door.
I'm
Monster door.
gonna use my thingy. I'm gonna go through it. I'm gonna go through the door with my
You sift through the doorway.
I open the door like a regular person.
loser.
There you see
Through the door.
two almost praying mantis-like beings, except they are 10 feet tall, and they look at you with these strange sort of sets of eyes and these large pincers that immediately make you feel a bit disoriented and confused. I need you guys to roll initiative. While you guys are having a good time, Sweetie is currently limbless.
How the fuck
Wait.
did you miss that one? Holy.
You forget
what was it? A
fish in a
fish
barrel.
in a hatch?
I
Or
was trying to make you happy with your people.
a fish out of hatch. That's what it was.
I was thinking like a bat out of hell. So I was like,
A fish out of a hatch.
maybe it's something along those. Fish out of hatch. It made sense at the time.
Okay, I need initiatives. Is anybody over a 20?
21.
21.
Hogar and Roku. Sweetie, what is your initiative?
Sweetie, you're not sharing initiative with someone.
My initiative's 20.
Holy fuck. Okay.
Wait,
These Umber Hulk's about to die.
Okay. So this room, fairly simple. It's square. It's 30 feet long, 30 feet wide, and two Umber Hulks stare directly at you guys. Hogar, Roku, which one of you would like to go first?
Roku. Gods. Ladies first.
God
God
ladies. God ladies first.
God, ladies. All right, Rick.
Yep.
I would like to. How far away are they?
30 feet.
Perfect. I'd like to first, with one of my attacks, have them do a Constitution saving throw against my summon lightning attack.
Okay, first up, as you look at them, you feel a warbly sensation in your head, and the
Ooh, I
sound
like
sort of. I need you to make a charisma saving throw, please.
Ooh, okay. 15. Yeah, that would be less than. It's over 20 something. I need to fix my saving throw thing.
You are all good with over 20 something.
Okay, now I need a con save from the one on the left.
All right, the one on the left will make a Constitution saving throw, rolling a dirty 20.
That's gonna pass. He's still gonna take half. He's gonna take half. He's gonna take 16 lightning damage. That's half from 32.
16 lightning.
And the one on the right, I'm gonna smack once with my hammer because that only takes one of my attacks.
Okay, roll for the one on the right. Oh, actually, considering there are two of them, the other one starts to as you need to make a save throw as well.
That's a 16, so that'd be a 29.
Okay, wow. Are you getting into melee range with these guys, or how far away are you?
Yeah, melee.
Okay.
And that will be a 23 to hit.
That will certainly hit.
And I'm going to do lightning damage for the additional D10 off this. I'm also going to level 2 smite. We're going to test the waters at level 2 smite.
Okay.
That's 17 damage from the hammer. 8 lightning damage. And
What?
15 radiant.
he was listening. Recount it all again. Just recount his max
Certainly
damage.
hope
He's
not.
not listening.
I can't recount it all.
Just say you did like 40 hammer
100.
damage, 100 radiant. You know, he's not listening. You could do it.
How much radiant
200.
damage would that be?
15? Is that what I said?
I think he said 102.
15.
Yeah, the only thing sort of quasi-resistant about these guys is their bug-like exoskeleton of armor, and you just crush it and reach the creamy inside center of this bug as you break into it with your hammer. That is your turn.
And bonus action, I'm gonna make myself a little bit beefier and give myself Shield of Faith.
With that, Roku? Nope. Hogar, it is your turn, and I need to as well. You need to make 2 charisma saving throws.
Is this a charm effect?
This is a. I don't think so. I do not believe it is. No.
The fear effect.
No.
Am I close enough to Roku to get the bonus?
No, he is in melee, and these things strike as soon as you walk in the door. Not strike, but their eyes work as soon as you walk in the door.
All
2
right.
levels. My radius will be 30 feet.
All right. Does a 17 fail?
A 17 does fail, unfortunately. Meaning, you cannot take reactions until the start of this thing's next turn, and I need you to roll a d8.
I got a 1.
Okay, you do absolutely nothing at all and decide to just chill out for the rest of your turn. As you guys all look, Hogar it's like I don't know if you've seen it, but it's like staring in the deadlights. He sort of just drops all of his arms and just stares forward in front of him, and a slow stream of drool starts to ooze out the side of his face. Sweetie,
Yeah, I mean,
you need to make 2 charisma saving throws as you walk in this door.
okay, what's my charisma save? 7. Okay,
What'd
15
you
plus
get?
11, 26.
Oh yeah, you're good for that one.
26 on the first one?
Yep.
And 15 for the second one.
Yeah, that is not enough. I need you to roll a d8 for me, please.
Oh no, I was gonna make him roll a d8. 4.
As a slow stream of drool starts to drip down your face. Roku, you turn around and see Sweetie and Hogar standing side by side. It's like,
I have 10 charisma. What am I supposed to do?
This Roku, the one directly in front of you that fought you, is going to attack you with its 2 claws and then with its mandibles. So the claws are going to be a natural 1, a 17, and a 25, which I believe the mandibles are going to hit.
Yep.
So this thing swings.
Do we have Gronk's tower shield?
We should.
Yes,
somewhere.
but
we did.
you aren't attuned to it at the moment.
Yeah, I know. I'm just asking because that's something I could take.
You take 13 slashing damage as these things, little pincers, grab onto your head, and the one on the left is going to sprint at Hogar, who's currently motionless, and take his 3 attacks against him. That's a natural 1 as well, but another 25 for the claws, and then a 26 for the mandibles.
Alright, does this knock me out of the confusion at all?
No, it does not. It seems to almost make it worse. Okay. So for the 1 claw that it hits, it deals 6 slashing damage, and then for the mandibles, it deals 11 slashing damage, dealing 17 total. With that, we are back up to the top with Roku.
Can I summon lightning on the one behind me without looking at it?
You can. Yes, you can.
Okay.
You notice that this is, if you look into this thing's eyes, if you look at it while attacking it, this confusion effect will happen. But you manage to call lightning at the general direction of the one behind you, and you don't face any effect as you turn to sort of look at it.
The con save. I need a con save for the one behind me.
Okay.
And
There's going to be an 8. An 8 does not succeed.
Fail, and he's going to take 21 lightning damage.
Isn't he stunned because he also failed the save by more than 5?
Yes, he is. He is stunned.
So how much lightning damage does he take?
21, and he's stunned.
And he is stunned.
And then I would like to smack this one without looking at it directly in front of me.
So you can close your eyes intentionally, but you have to make it with disadvantage. Your attacks with disadvantage if you do.
I can do that. Or
You can
maybe
look
I
at the
can't.
feet. You can look at its feet.
26, or not 26, 16. Way different numbers.
Unfortunately, you managed to come up and poof, smack it, but its chitinous shell doesn't give way. However, there is one in the back that's currently like.
Woo! I did something. That'll be
Right.
my turn.
My turn.
Yes. You notice this as well. Hogar, you come out of the stupor a bit and you notice that this is a vision-related effect. That if you don't look their direction, it won't hurt you, but you also can't see them when attacking.
I don't put my head down. Roku, don't turn around. Put them a new set and shove it in the thing's face.
Wow, using my own shit against me. I see how it is. That is a Constitution saving throw, I believe, right? Oh my god.
I don't know the DC though.
It failed hard, no matter what the DC is. I'm assuming this thing I believe
I'm
it's a
looking up
14
Medusa.
off the top of my head, but I will look.
Yeah, DC 14.
Okay, he got
It feels
a
like 5 or more
6.
Instant petrified.
Hogarth, you gain an audience momentum as the wall beyond you goes fucking crazy that you just killed this thing with a Medusa head.
Are they looking at the Medusa head?
Sort of, but they're not really there. They, as I mentioned previously, they're like a weird memory projection that are flashing in and out, so you don't even know if it affect them anyways.
Using the stone one to block my vision, can I see the feet of the other one?
The stone what to block your vision? Oh, the
stone Hulk. Can I see the feet of the other one?
Yes, but either way, it's basically you either look at this thing and risk being confused, or you take a disadvantage on your attack. No matter how you swing it.
So it was my interact action to take out the head, right?
Sure.
So I can't draw my bow because I already have something in my hand.
Yeah.
Hmm. Can I use my bonus action to put it away?
Sure. I'll say you can use the rest of this turn to like put it back properly, take your bow back out.
Alright, then that's my turn.
Okay, we are to Sweetie. Sweetie, you come out of your stupor after the one that has confused you is now stone, and you realize if you look at the one beyond Roku, you might die or get weirdly confused and drool everywhere.
Then I would like to do something that, I can do now that is exciting. And I'm gonna force hold monster on it.
Okay. You take out your eye and you crank it to the side, and that loading bar in red just and unfortunately I need a charisma save to see if you can continue to look at it. I mean, you do have to target it specifically, so
I get that. Charisma save. 18 plus 10.
You're
28
absolutely golden. Yeah, so it immediately freezes up as well.
Not stone, but this is good.
And then I'd like to rush it and make a bonus action attack with my...
You fly in on your carpet.
Right-handed, just... Ah!
Roll with advantage on that one.
Yes, advantage. That's a thing. I almost just tried rolling a d20 on my keychain. That wouldn't have worked. Well, it's a 23 to hit. Is that
Yes, that certainly hits, and this counts as a natural 20 as well, if you recall.
So it
It
drains
does?
exhaustion?
No, I have to roll a 19 or 20 for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if it doesn't.
No,
Since
you
it's a
on
crit,
a
yeah, okay.
19 or 20, you crit and
Gotcha.
deal that. That is nothing. That doesn't mean like auto crits, but
Just because I can, I'm gonna level 1 smite.
Always smite.
Always smite.
especially on crits. I mean,
Never not smite.
is there a better time to smite? One might say no. There's not.
Might say no.
Wait, do you want some of my healing after this? Because I'm not going to use my third levels for anything.
Yes, please. Okay, so
But
do I have to put the damage any differently? Like, do I have to say?
No, you don't have to split it up.
Okay. So that's
Here's how I use spells. First level spells, Hunter's Mark. Maybe sometimes cure wounds. And then fourth level spells, Guardian of Nature. And also Spiller.
okay.
Oh,
6 plus
yeah.
7.
Yeah.
13.
13.
13 plus 16
29.
is 29.
Plus 4 from Aura.
30.
Or
33.
Okay. Yeah, you run over and just slicing into this thing's armor and it pouring sand out of its wounds as the Kuatoan crowd goes wild. It is now its turn, and at the end of it, it is going to roll. And it rolled it's a wisdom save, right? A 17. Yep. Does a 17 break free?
No, it doesn't.
That's fucking crazy that a 17 can't break free. You guys are crazy.
well, a
Okay.
17 didn't succeed from this thing's gaze.
That's true. But I'm used to crazy DCs because I'm the DM and I get to, do terrible things to you all. With that, it is going to be back to Roku's turn.
All right. So here's the plan. I am going to smack it once, and then how long is this room? Like straight back?
30. It's 30 by 30.
And then I am going to launch it back with my water attack. So I'm gonna try and hit it once. I'm gonna launch it with water.
I meant 30 by 60. It is 30 feet away from the entrance, and there's 30 feet behind it as well, is what I meant to say. That's what I meant in my mind.
Okay. So with the disadvantage, I rolled a natural 20 and a 16. So it's gonna be a 29 to hit.
Okay.
And then so he's gonna take
advantage as well because you got the
yes,
full
that's
monster.
true.
Oh, so that auto crit, wouldn't it?
So that would be a critical no matter what.
Okay, and always smite.
Always smite.
Always be smiting. ABS.
It's gonna be 4d10.
I'll right back.
Okay.
It's gonna be 33.
Okay.
Nope, more than that. Nope. Yep. Nope, 33 lightning damage, hammer damage, or in strength damage.
Okay.
I did the same amount of damage as you. What?
I'm not done yet.
That's fair.
And 35 radiant damage.
Roku, with that, you get the second Umber Hulk dead, and you gain as well an audience momentum. Do you have any audience momentums yet?
Nope, that's my
Have
first
you
one.
earned it at all? Perfect. What is everyone at for that count, by the way, just to make sure you keep track? 3, 2, 1. Perfect. You absolutely
I
just
want to go up to Sweetie,
blow
slap
this thing
him,
away.
And I give Sweetie some nice old. Let's see how much this is. 10, 17, 21 hit points.
I like that number.
How you looking right now, sweetie?
Well,
You want another level 3 cure wounds?
with 21, I'm now up to 72 hit points.
How far is that from max?
My max is 139.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 30 from my pool, and then I'm gonna give myself 13 to get myself back to max.
Alright. Well, I don't use level 3 spell slots anyways, really. So I'll just keep mine to myself. 'Cause I lost, like, barely anything.
Okay. After you destroy that other Umber Hulk, the kobold illusion reappears in the room and adjusts the eye patch and says, "Well, let's see what you would have fought in the other room." And he gestures behind him, and the whole wall just. And he points to a decomposed body laying on the floor. It's like freshly dead, but slightly decomposed. And the audience starts laughing. "I said, through door number 2, you had to fight a highly trained cannibal who hasn't eaten in weeks." He gestures to the dead body on the floor as they all laugh. As you guys decided to fight
Those
the
was more
Umber Hulks.
fun.
And it was. The audience had a lot more fun watching it. With that,
God, he said days.
he leads you down this other end of this hallway, and he shows you through the door once more, and he says, "Are you guys ready for your next teamwork challenge?"
Yeah.
You are shown through the next door, and at 5 feet intervals, facing the opposite side of the room as the window, there is yet another glass pane on the right side of this room now. However, it is currently cloaked in darkness. Those of you with dark vision, look, it seems to be magical darkness, as if to sort of purposefully hold a curtain over whatever you're about to see through here. With that, there are 3 stone rectangular pedestals with pieces of rope sticking out of them. And you sort of see they're connected to like sort of pulley systems inside of the stone block, but you can't see them from the outside.
So what's the challenge here?
Please take a place behind a box.
I take a place
these-
behind a box.
Box,
Take
so
a
like
place behind a
identical.
box.
I can take a place behind a box.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. All 3 of these are identical. I'll say.
I guess I'm middle again.
Yeah. You guys can choose which one you want to be at after they're revealed anyway. So, all right. Your challenge will be either to struggle separately or work together at a price. Now, let's meet the contestants volunteering for your next challenge. And as he snaps his fingers, the darkness is repealed, and you see in front of your boxes on the other side of these glass walls are 3 Kuatoans with ropes wrapped around their necks and floors, makeshift, almost diving board-like floors that they're standing on. Now, when you pull your rope, you will be holding up the platform underneath the Kuatoan in front of you. Now, the platform will weigh on your arms, and exhaustion will take in fairly quickly as you try to save their lives in an allotted amount of time. Yet, if you all decide to save one person instead, you can all pull this off pretty worry-free. But before you make your decisions, let's meet your Kuatoans. Sweetie, in front of you, the light centers on this female-looking Kuatoan. This young Kuatoan has a promising future This girl is currently the only surviving member of her family after the recent aboleth attacks. She is the sole survivor, that is, besides her youngest infant brother, who she takes care of by herself. With this complication, she still manages to get herself an education, and she hopes to soon attend the Academy of Magical Sciences and Trust, as well as serving on the monstrous assembly. Very nice. And all the people applaud this woman with her hands tied behind her back and her neck in a noose, and she sort of like smiles. This second Kuatoan, Hogar, the one in front of you, lights up. This second Kuatoan, you guys recognize him. In his red cloak and different attire, this is the high priest that communes with Sweetie specifically. This second Kuatoan is a very religious figure and a shining pillar of happiness in his community. High Priest Balhurugagloop is the community's main source to their loving god Sweetie, as well as organizing all charities throughout the town, including providing an education for contestant number 1. Well, he is hard to deny as a help to your community. Contestant number 3. And this one is like an old, saggy Kuatoan with like their like eyelids are like drooped even lower than they usually are. And our final contestant is a 55-year-old Kuatoan, the oldest living member of our society. He has not spent these years unwisely, though, as he has dedicated his entire life to construction and also adopting any orphan children on the island. After over 50 years of building tents, boats, and other structures and objects used on the islands, as well as providing to a family to those without one. Well, he does not have much time left, but he wishes to spend his next several years relaxing and living out his well-earned retirement. Contestants, you have 10 seconds. Choose your Kuatoan.
Sweetie, choose.
I want to say either the high priest or this girl.
Okay,
We can
I'll
all
get the old
try.
dude.
All right, I'll get the girl. Sweetie, you're the high priest.
No, don't give me the high priest. Give me the old dude.
All right, I got the high priest.
I have one hand.
And one, oh yeah, that's right.
Sweetie, you're not very confident on your ability to hold up this rope with only one hand. Like, it will specifically serve as a disadvantage to you in this next encounter.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you guys see as the automatic sort of holding of these boards underneath these Kuatoans gives slack, and your ropes start to pull as you begin to pull your weight on them as well. I need everyone to make athletics checks. Sweetie, yours is a disadvantage.
Yeah. Oh no, he's already dead.
God.
All right. We're sitting pretty. We're sitting pretty for a guy with 12 strength.
Roku,
5.
Hogar,
24.
Sweetie.
Athletics?
Yep.
10.
Sweetie, you grab a hold and it immediately slides out of your hand and gives you rope burn. And you're like, shit, this dude just immediately and he flops around, he runs into the glass and like looks like Sweetie couldn't hang with the competition, and all the crowd just like starts clapping and laughing.
How'd that feel, sweetie?
Sweetie, do you wish to try to help anybody else, or do you just kind of
Platform back up?
What?
Can I try and help someone else?
No, as you let go of your
Am I allowed to help someone else?
it sucks into the platform and like disappears, meaning like if you lose it, it'll get like yanked out. But yes, you are totally allowed to go help somebody else if you wish. You can't promise your effectiveness, but you can try to help.
You can always be inspiring.
Roku, I believe in you. There you take a D10, and I float on over to help out Hogar because
Okay. With that, so Sweetie, you'll just continue rolling athletics checks with disadvantage. As round 2 happens, the load starts to get even heavier and the exhaustion sort of starts to set in on your muscles. I need you guys to roll more athletics checks. Sweeties, yours is at disadvantage.
Oh no. I'm gonna take your inspiration. I rolled a 2, making that a 12.
Well,
But I got a 9 from Sweetie. It's D10, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's a 21.
I also got a 21 coincidentally.
I rolled one less than last time, so I got a 9.
Sweetie's doing absolutely nothing to help. He's just holding on to the edge of the rope, just like wagging it. You guys both managed to give some slack even in this rope as you continue to hold it up.
One second. Just 1 second. I'm gonna see if this spell requires a somatic component.
Does the spell require a somatic component?
What spell are you referring to?
Web.
This spell. Oh, different spell is what I'm thinking.
Is there
don't know.
enough slack on this rope to put it on the ground?
No, you're yanking it from the top of this box, so it's really hard to get lower. Perhaps depending on how well you roll for the next one, you'll be able to
It
get some more
does require
slack.
somatic.
Okay,
Somatic's hand movements, right?
Yes,
Just-
I'm
just
holding
like
something.
just like that, next round starts. I need you all to roll athletics checks.
It's a 16, so I got a 26.
Can I instead grab onto the rope and pull it with telekinesis through verbal and somatic components?
Sure, roll a spellcasting check. So D20, add your charisma.
I got a 19.
I am a halfling.
Good
Third
God,
one for the night.
sweetie.
It's rough. That's a 22, but it's rough tonight.
So Hogar, it starts to run through your fingers and create smoke between your hands. And as this happens, Sweetie yanks it with his mind, keeping it afloat. Sweetie, the audience turns on you immediately. Boo! He's cheating! And you hear as objects get pelted on the glass between you and the audience. Sweetie, you lose one of your audience momentums.
And I'm going to stop using telekinesis and I'm going to start using my hands again.
It was, however, that telekinesis was the only thing that just saved this person, as Hogar would have surely let go without it. Roku, you're fine. You're doing good.
You can always be more inspiring to me, you know.
And then the host comes in and goes, "Only a few more seconds left. Can they keep them afloat?" And I need you guys to roll athletics checks one more time, as this is the final round, but also the highest of DCs.
Olgar, you good? You good down there? I hope you are. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Is that
Can I also
inspiration?
go, Roku? Oh, how are you doing over there?
I'm
Good?
afraid
Nudge, nudge,
with
wink,
the
wink?
time given, you are only allowed to
Okay.
inspire one.
Okay, I inspire Hogar.
Thank you for that, because I got an 18 otherwise, but with that, I got a 25.
I rolled double sevens, which makes it, I think,
24.
a 12. I got 12s.
What did you get, Roku?
24.
25.
As you guys pull further, it becomes insanely difficult to hold on to. Roku, as you're going to get some slack, it immediately slips out, becoming ridiculously heavy, even with a 24, sinking, and suddenly, the person in front of you loses their ability to stand and slowly her ability to breathe. However,
His eye of the girl.
oh yeah, wait, who does? I thought
Yeah,
the high priest.
Yeah, the high priest.
Okay, never mind. The high priest, Valhelga Gloop, slowly loses consciousness. And then, and it looks like we have ourselves a winner. And you see the woman is slowly relieved of her noose and her shackles behind her as she starts to wave, and the audience like pumps their hands. Sweetie, Hogar, you guys get one more audience momentum token. By the way, this whole dungeon, it's either a game show or a saw trap. Like that's what I went by, is like saw trap game show.
I rub my bare hand because I wear one glove.
So your one Michael Jackson hand is okay, but your
My baby hand is torn up right now.
Because that's the hand that I have the watch on.
My one hand is a little oof.
Okay, Hogar, despite winning, you suffer a bit of what feels like exhaustion. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw to basically ward off exhaustion.
Okay. Am I close enough to Roku to get his bonus?
Yeah, yes.
What's that bonus, Roku?
4.
4 for a Constitution. 4?
Is that a hand 9 anymore?
Maybe it just increased. You got your charisma increased.
Yeah, that was one of the benefits that came along with it, not the items itself.
Hmm. Well, then, in that case, I got a 17.
Unfortunately, you take 1 level of exhaustion as being disadvantaged on ability checks.
I think a short rest.
Are you ready for the final physical challenge before our grand finale?
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Come on, let's see some smiles on those faces as he walks out.
Yeah. Start bouncing up and down on one leg on my magic carpet.
This stuff seems like it'd be illegal in most countries.
He opens the next door, and as you guys walk in, you see below you an infinite black abyss. Above you and around you is a multicolored, multi-layered obstacle course fit with nets, balance beams, and just obstacles of all kinds. In the very middle of the room, there is a single loose rope ladder that makes its way all the way up to the top of the room and directly out of this obstacle course. There is, however, other obstacles that will gain you favor with the audience. But if you fall to this inky abyss below you, and you don't know what happens. So my question to you guys is, you can either try to make it up the middle ladder or try to play to the audience. You guys see right in front of you, there is a wall coming towards you with a pose cut out of a person standing on one leg and like their arms to the side. And if you don't make that shape, you will be knocked off the edge and thrown into the abyss.
What happens if we all aren't the same size?
You can stay and do this, or you can hop in the middle and just take the ladder up.
I'm gonna strike the pose.
I would like to bless Sweetie and myself, and I would like to help him through this.
What? You're not gonna? You got?
Nope. Fuck you.
What? Why?
Because this is his thing.
Well, you can bless 3 people, and I've already rolled
I'm
a
aware.
disadvantage.
I know.
Wow.
Wow, you're not even by extension going to just your one remaining bless. You might as well just give to your friend who's already exhausted. And
he does. He what is it? 2 and 3 or 3 and 4 for the audience favorite.
2.
Yeah, what do you guys got?
I'm at 3.
3.
They're tied. So
because I lost one and then gained one
I'm
again.
trying to have Sweetie hold his god status.
Yeah, I just stopped becoming a god.
Gotcha. Well,
Gotcha.
how exactly would you like to help Sweetie take the shape of this this difficult pose in front of you?
Can I try and just okay? What's the shape, Rick? Can I ball him up and just throw him through it?
Wait, Rick. There's walls, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a second way through this whole puzzle.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you can certainly try.
But
Or at
I'll go
least
through.
just make sure he doesn't fall off.
Yeah. Would you roll
Throw me into the abyss.
me an athletics check, Roku?
Yeah, a 28.
Yeah. So you guys actually, sweetie, would you roll me an athletic or acrobatics with advantage because you're being helped by Roku?
Oh my acrobatics is already high. I mean, what is it? What is my acrobatics to be exact? It is 14 advantage. I rolled a 5 and 6. That's a dirty 20.
You also have bless.
You also have bless.
Dirty 20. 22.
With this, you guys go through this gauntlet of moving obstacles towards you. Hogar, are you doing this as well?
I'm gonna walk up the wall.
Okay. So as this happens, so this first shape is like a standing up on one leg, arms to the side, and Roku panics in the amount of time you're given, crumples you up and throws you through the center. And then so that sort of passes, and then he keeps doing it over and over again. And like now he's throwing you. There's one that's like in the middle of the wall. It's like a star pose, and you guys coordinate as you throw him up and like perfectly time it. It's this stone carving right underneath his legs could have racked him if timed literally improperly, and you just fly through the star. It is safe to say you both gain an audience momentum as they are very impressed by these feats of strength.
The feats of strength?
Feats
Oh,
of
no, by
strength.
me walking up the wall.
Feats of strength.
Hogar, you get booed as you start to walk up the wall, and as you do so, lose an audience momentum.
All right. When I'm halfway up, like
You can go all the way up if you want.
I'm gonna go all the way up.
Yep.
Then
there's a door beyond this room.
but isn't the door like in the middle of the room?
There's a platform at the very top where the ladder sort of meets, and you can walk off.
I was gonna use web to swing across.
I mean, you don't need to. Like you are in the position of it already.
I want to be cool.
Well,
I cast web on the top of the rope ladder and me.
I'm sure that looks fine to you, but the audience at this point is not fixated on you and your your shortcut up the way up there, as
All
well
right,
as so Sweetie and Roku. There's also, you see this like balance beam that like rises up and spins around that you can also try to take an attempt at.
Arms. Well, arm.
I like just keep your arm in your center.
Yeah, just like, and I'm going for it.
All right, I need another acrobatics check from you.
What's that? Okay. Acrobatics. That's going to be, let's see, that right there is, how's a 35, Rick?
Sweetie, with one hand and one leg, hops his way.
One leg.
You see, just a stunned silence hits the audience as their mouths are agape and they fold their hands over it as they stare as this iconic legend like slowly trudges his way up it, having to awkwardly shift his body to meet the perfect sort of balance proportions, and eventually you get to the sort of wipeout part of this balance beam as these objects start trying to hit you. As you try to dodge them, you guys see a single bead of sweat drop down Sweetie's face as he focuses, jumps, flips, sticks his landing with his one arm and one leg as he reaches a great cheer, gaining yet another audience momentum.
Holy shit.
I'd like to bear hug it and just crawl across for safety.
Which I mean, by doing this, it's very slow, but like you don't even need to make a check. Like you could just do
you know
this.
what? I can
ever
literally
slowly.
fly. I'm just gonna hover right over it.
Would you like to? If the audience sees you flying, they will not be very happy. Do you wish to?
Can I try and fake it?
Look here, jumping
Roll
over.
me a performance check, please.
Oh, like the first performance check ever.
Yeah, he's
ever.
never performed very often.
Dude, that's a 17. And do I add charisma to that?
Yeah.
Is that a
I mean,
charisma
yeah,
skill?
it's a charisma skill.
That's a 21.
You like you use like angles like a stuntman, you know. You put yourself in front of the audience in the beam so it looks like you're slowly making your way through this, but in reality you're just like
You're
hovering.
forwards moonwalking.
Just absolutely but the crowd seems to not notice, and you gain an audience momentum as well as you make your way to the top. Looking down, gladly you all did not fall into the bitter blackness, as you do not know what would have happened.
What's we're not right now?
Right.
Roku? Alright.
Okay, it is with that the kobold eye patch man. Well, that was quite the show. Now, come on in and have a greet with the audience before you take on your final challenge. And he opens the door beyond it, and the whole audience that you had originally seen below is now standing in this room with you guys, as they all like, oh, there they are! This illusory copies mixed together with the actual Kuatoan citizens begin to swarm you all. And during this time, you may now spend your audience momentum tokens, and basically depending on how much you have, you can sort of basically cause the audience to manifest things for you. So Sweetie, if you wanted to resurrect your high priest, that would cost about 3 of your momentums. If you wanted to heal one of your lost limbs, that would be 2 momentum. And removing any sort of negative effect you've granted, like exhaustion, that would be 1.
Can I get the priest back? Since I'm the one that let him die.
What is your participation at, or what is your momentum at?
3.
Okay, so this is like sort of in a non-mechanical way. How do you like ask the audience that you've curried favor with to bring back the priest?
I didn't think about that part.
Off the cuff, what you know, Roku just top of his head. How does he go about this?
I didn't actually fail. I actually saved that guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, where's the priest? I wish to shake his hand.
Well, he died, didn't he?
We'll bring him back.
Oh, okay. And then all of a sudden, just rising from the middle, this priest stands back up. He goes, well, I could have sworn I was dead. Oh, that was quite the trick. And they all like jump around you and like try to are like grabbing at your sides, Roku, as it is your worst nightmare as you're looking at this.
Sweetie, you better get my maul axe.
Well, who wants to see me perform at max efficacy?
What?
Who wants to see me perform well rested?
Oh, absolutely. And you see these like this harem of female Kuatoans all wearing like bows. They like grab your arm and they're like, "Oh, you're so strong. We were so impressed with you in the challenge." And they massage your muscles further into the former state they were, removing your exhaustion.
Would getting a Malax back be one point of audience momentum?
Yes, it would.
And let's not forget my great ally's weapon of choice, the Malax.
And at this point, they were even the host is like, "Oh yes, you didn't think we'd remove that for good, would we?" And he like motions off to the side, and like a spotlight comes down on it, sitting on the ground.
Your unique weapon does not deserve to be destroyed so abruptly.
Give him a big old kiss.
You all did so good on the wheel of torture. Well, most of you, anyways.
I didn't even get tortured.
Sweetie, how would you like to spend your momentums?
I'm thinking about that, and I don't know. There's not really a good way I can configure this without.
You mean get my arm and
Get
leg?
Get your
a
arms
leg
and legs back, perhaps?
Get arms and legs
Well,
back, maybe.
Well, okay.
Not
my
a good way to
dilemma
configure
is- My dilemma is I don't want to kill off a Kuatoan, especially if it's my fault. These are my people. So I'm
You get your leg back and then revive the one guy?
yeah, I'm getting a leg back and reviving the guy. My people, I am truly sorry for my lack of performance. Can we make up for some of this with ex-Kuatoan's name that
Well, you were never given his
I
name.
was probably told?
No, you weren't actually.
Calling comrade. The oldest of a tribe.
You
Yes,
and
exactly.
actually
The
keep his
oldest of our
title.
tribe.
you get a small pat on your side, and as you look over, it's that saggy old man. He goes, "Ah, "You didn't think I was really gone, was I?" And he's talking to like the left of you, like he's looking over here. Presumably he can't see. He goes,
I always come back.
I'm always so happy to serve you, and I'm going to live out my days in retirement on the island. So thankful that you gave me the gift of life.
Any day, and I pat him on the head, even though he's looking.
And he's like,
over
here."
And let's not forget how. Yeah, I don't even know how to put this lightly.
I lost my leg.
I lost my leg. It's kind of a pain.
Oh yeah. We saw that. What a beautiful demonstration of the torture wheel, and it slowly just grows.
As it's like growing, like yeah, you should try it sometime.
No, you sure?
And everyone sort of like eventually gets done like shaking your hand and like meeting you guys like you were celebrities and they were your fans. They eventually make their way sort of to the other side of the room, and the kobold host finally says, "And for your final challenge, contestants, you will compete for the top prize, the Kuatoan God Stones. Are you ready to fight the final boss and show your skill? Are you ready, adventurers?"
All the
May as
time.
well ever
Yeah.
be.
The floor drops from underneath you, and you guys begin to fall.
Roku, fall with us.
Oh, and I just start floating down.
To be fair, it does
Okay.
drop you. Does anyone have any way to because you will take falling damage if you fall completely?
I
Won't be
can
the first time.
feasibly carry Sweetie, so I just hover and catch him.
Mm.
Mm,
And then if you have nothing else, I'll try and catch you as well.
I throw a grappling hook off the Roku to catch.
Okay. Would you roll an athletics check, Roku?
Boy. Oh no. 19.
You're able to catch it, but Hogar, as you do, the momentum from the rope swings you, and you just smash your shins into the ground beneath you. So you will take a portion of the damage.
Oof.
You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage, which is awfully light considering this drop was over 50 feet. But as you guys land, you look down and you see the oversized platform in the middle of the abyss around you. You are currently standing on an oversized torture wheel of torture. And with that, the kobold host starts hovering down towards you, and he says, "Why, adventurers, you've done such a good job, but I used to be these fishes' god, and frankly, I'm not giving the position to just anyone." And his body slowly starts to morph, and his eye patch sort of starts to fall off as his one eye rolls to the center of his head as he slowly begins growing these tendrils, and he becomes a giant beholder that you guys recognize from your days with Roku's best friend in the whole world. As you guys land on top of this torture wheel, I need you all to roll initiative.
It's not the same boy, right? It's not my boy.
No,
It's a natural 20 on initiative.
Hey, Roku, same.
I got a 9.
25 total. I need to grab one dice.
Actually, I forgot to save a character token for this beholder. So now
You
he's
see
gonna
in
be
the eye of the beholder.
of the beholder.
Yes. Buzz, buzz.
He holds speeds. He goes buzz.
Okay, so you guys are sort of in the middle here. And this guy floated down.
And we're in the anti-magic code.
Here.
Fantastic.
Okay, yeah. So, you guys notice as his eye hits you, a lot of your magical effects start to have a little trouble persisting. As the cone faces with you all, as you guys sit on the big wheel, each number corresponds to a symbol. I wasn't going to draw each symbol on there, so. God damn it. With that, initiative.
Split it up. You can't look at all of us at once.
Anybody above a 20?
25.
23.
Sweetie, what did you get?
25.
23.
15.
$15, he said.
Yep. Nope. Sorry, I heard you. I was a little bit behind. So by the time I had asked again, you guys had answered the first time. It's a problem. Anyways, with that, Hogar, I believe you go first, unless I'm mistaken.
I do. So, where is his vision outlined or not?
No, it's just it's specifically out this way, so it's a cone about out this direction.
All right. Well, I want to run around him counterclockwise.
Okay. Where to?
A bit further to the left and down. This one out of his vision. Do I feel like I'm out of his vision?
Yeah, you are.
All right. Well, bonus action, Slayer's Prey.
Okay.
And then action, 2 attacks. With my 2 last bow. Well, that's another nat 20.
Okay.
And does dirty 20 hit?
Yep.
All right. Well, the first one's a crit, so gonna get the dice for that. All right. Let's see what we got here. 10, 15, 24 plus. One second. 60 points of magical piercing damage.
Okay.
And he is under my Slayer's Prey.
Yeah.
He's nothing for him, but everything for me.
Okay. Is that your turn, Hogar?
Yeah.
All right. Roku, you're up. You notice your hammer loses all of its magical effects, though, as you are in this thing's presence of his eye.
Set. I'd like to go down 2 squares, right 1 square, and then down 2 more squares.
And you are able to successfully avoid it.
And then I need you to roll me a con save against flesh to stone.
God. Oh, God. I think this fight's going to be over a lot faster than we thought. That is going to be a 6.
Okay, it is restrained right now.
Okay.
And then it needs to make, it's basically like death saving throws. 3 successes, he passes. 3 fails, and he
Is there
turns
not
into
something
stone.
where if he fails by a lot, he turns instantly? No? Must just be the Medusa head.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing great with those spells, Roku, my boy.
Yeah.
So he's restrained right now.
Yeah, you see as this the stone slowly starts to coat him over. When does he make these? At the end of his turns? Okay.
I believe so.
He is going to launch as a legendary action. He is going to launch an eye ray at Roku, and he will roll for that.
Oh,
That is going to
darn.
be a slowing ray. Roku, I need you to make a a dexterity saving throw.
Opening threats are still a 15, so a 22.
You luckily are good. Does not slow you. Is that your turn, Roku? Flesh to stone?
Yeah, yep, because
Okay.
I can't cast anything else.
Lair action. You guys see as the wheels sections begin to light up.
That's really cool.
Oh, no.
Yeah, oh no. As you guys see, Roku, Roku, just out of curiosity, how old are you?
21. I had my birthday last month.
You did. Oh, that's so
We
nice.
celebrated.
Oh, happy birthday.
You Roku, all of a sudden, you're standing on the space that has a black outline of a clock on it. And as this happens, this light from underneath you starts to sink you further into the ground as your armor is overshadowing you completely. It is too heavy for you. You look, Roku has zits all over his face, and as you look towards him, he's like, "Guys, what happened?" As he has regressed in age greatly.
I'm listening to Family Feud right now.
Roku, you are now 6 years old.
Do my
So,
stats take a hit?
whoa.
Okay.
16
shit,
years
yep.
old.
Stats definitely take a
16.
hit.
16
Okay,
years
big
old.
difference.
Big difference. Sorry,
He's a
6
6-year-old.
6 is a yikes. You're just really awkward teenager. So you're good. You're just awkward. That is so much fun for me. With that, it is going to be Sweetie's turn.
Can I? Oh, actually, it is a spell through an item, so I can't. I want to go right one space down 3.
20.
Am I out of like his sight?
Yeah, you'd be out of the eye range. Yeah.
Okay. I know he's like technically under the effects of being turned into stone, but I want to cast Hold Monster on him,
Okay.
for a second time today.
Yeah, he's currently restrained. That doesn't mean he
down.
also can't be paralyzed.
Exactly.
Is a wisdom saving throw correct?
Yes.
Unfortunately, that is going to be a 25 to resist that.
Beats it.
It does. It does indeed. Wait, did you say meets it, beats it? Wait. Sweetie, would you like to do anything as a bonus action?
Wait.
This is why the Spider-Man theme song, my eyes.
Because I don't remember if it was an action or a bonus action to summon my tattoo. Where is the thing? Where did I write this? What? Where'd it go? You know, I'm okay. Make it simple. I'm gonna take a step forward. I'm gonna slash him with the degeneration sword.
The degeneration sword, perfect.
Fucking degenerate.
Flute music.
That's gonna be a 26 to hit.
That certainly hits.
Max damage of 12, bitch.
It's an action, by the way, sweetie.
Is it an action to activate? Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I was just about to go pull up Tasha's, like, not on my turn, so I wasn't like wasting it.
Okay, perfect. It is now his turn, as he is going to launch a random eye array at one at each of you. So,
Interesting.
Ogar, you need to
Reaction
make
attack.
Okay.
Neat. Does a 21 hit.
Yes.
All right, then he takes damage and me a save.
Okay. So you calculate that damage. Roku, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that's not so good. 18.
You succeed.
Okay.
And as he shoots the ground, you look as this is a petrification ray, as he tried to petrify you as you just did to him. And then, Sweetie, you need to make a dexterity saving throw as well.
Nat 20, and I believe it's +9.
+4 as well.
Plus 13.
You
so
guys are
33.
golden, even with the nat
What
20.
ray did he shoot at me? That I split with my arrow.
He shot a disintegration ray at you.
That wouldn't have been. Well, I still would have been able to try the save.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't hit.
Okay.
9 damage, by the way.
9 damage. Okay.
Didn't do sharp shot with the sharpshoot.
We are back to the top with Hogar.
All right. Is he still just looking forward? He didn't turn at all?
Sorry, actually, he's going to change his glance towards where Roku and Sweetie are at the moment.
Okay, so I'm fine. What symbol am I standing on, by the way?
You are standing on. I will check here. You are standing on a skull.
What symbol is on number 8?
The leg.
What about number 10?
A question mark.
Pick your poison.
Well, skull could be. You think skull's poison and decapitation?
There's
Yes.
also a brain on here
Yes.
as well, though. So you don't know. Number 3 is a brain.
That could just
so.
be like an intellect devour.
There's also
That could just
number
be like-
1 is a white clock, whereas the one that Roku was standing on was a black one. So you're assuming they have inverse effects.
Yeah, it makes me.
I thought you were about to just say a white claw.
Where's the white clock at?
1.
Number 1.
Might have to go visit there.
Well,
But maybe the distribution rates aren't equal. So you lose 6 years, you gain 40. It's not always what you want.
Better than being a teenager again. Fuck it.
So Hogar, where
Be
would
an
you like?
80-year-old man just.
I would like to go to question mark.
Number 10, very adventurous.
If I'm gonna get hurt, might as well go random.
That's fair.
And then you know what I'm gonna do?
What
You
you
want to
gonna
hear what my next move is?
I would.
I'm gonna
That's kind of how these.
go a little
combats work.
a little twangy twang and get hasted.
Okay.
And then I'm making 3 attacks.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take my 3 attacks. There's a 19 hit.
Yes, it does.
And I'm using multiple 23s here as well.
Yep.
Ooh, some hot damage. Some hot, salty damage. More. And then it was 18 times 3. 54. Plus that's 74 piercing damage.
4. Okay. Would you like to end your turn?
Yeah.
I don't believe you have anything else to do, so
I don't.
that is going to be he's going to take a legendary action at you for another eye. I need you to
Me?
make, yes, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Well, I was going to ask you a question.
What?
Does a dirty 20 hit?
Hit? What are you talking about? Whoa, settle down. What?
He's making me make a save.
Yeah, but you already used your reaction.
Yeah, last turn. I just had my turn.
That is correct. Yeah, I guess that is how that works. I got legendary actions and reactions mixed up. Forgot when they came back.
All right. Well, I got 20, so I automatically succeed. And
Okay, so it is going to be Roku's turn then.
he takes 18 piercing damage. I actually rolled 25 because I said that these reaction attacks I'm going with not sharpshooter unless said so. Or my normal attack is sharpshooter unless said so.
Roku, you're up.
Okay. I'd like to go down 1 square, left 2, and just around to the back side of him.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Out of the range of the cone here.
And then I would like to going to smack him once, and I'm going to hit him with a jet of water.
Okay.
So that hit is going to be a 18 to hit.
That is enough to hit, just enough.
And then I need him to make a dexterity saving throw. He has disadvantage because he's restrained.
Because he is restrained.
Did he make the save at the end of his turn?
Oh yes, wouldn't he? So he would have had to make a save already,
No,
Roku.
something else.
Well, I mean, when he went the first time, should he have made a save there?
Yeah, but it's like Yeah, when he went the first time, it'd be it's like death saving throws.
So he still needs to make a save from his last turn then. So I'll
Okay.
do that right now. Tell you how it goes. Okay, it's a Constitution save. He got a 5, so that's a fail.
Really bad at this.
And then so sorry, what save is he making now?
Dex save
Oh my god.
at disadvantage.
6. Oh. Yes, 6.
So he is gonna get chucked 60 feet up, and I think off the side, I believe, if I counted right.
Like
Opportunity
back
attack.
there. No, forced movement does not gain opportunity attack. So where does he go?
Damn.
Off the side, I believe 60 feet. So 5, 10,
5, 10,
25,
15,
35,
20,
40,
25,
55.
30, 35.
Yep, 60 exactly.
45, 50, 55, 60. Okay. Unfortunately for you, he
Does he
has
still hover, even though
he
his
has the
speed
hover
is 0?
ability, meaning he does not fall when he gets speed knocked down to 0.
Perfect.
However, he does take the damage or whatever you just gave to him.
He's gonna take 25 damage from that attack, and then I gotta roll some bludgeoning damage.
Okay, you gotta get on that number 1 spot. We gotta get you older, man.
Roku's like, oh geez, gotta
Oh,
get that
geez,
number
Ray.
1 spot.
Number 1 Fortnite Battle Royale.
He's gonna take 24d6. Nope, that's not right. 18. No, that's not right either.
What's going on here, buddy?
Hold on, 1 second. 18d. Nope, that's not it.
Isn't it just 66 damage?
And then an additional d6 every 6.
Isn't
So
that
12,
like
he's gonna take-
simple?
That's if he like runs into something. Or specifically like hitting other things as he goes along.
Okay, 66.
Yeah.
$20 bludgeoning damage.
It would work exponentially better on something that isn't hovering. So
Well, see, I figured it's whatever.
that's my bad. I might have written it incorrectly. In fact, I have an active memory of being like, I feel like this is gonna have some questions, like attached to it. But I'll try to get that word incorrectly. Would you like to use anything as a bonus action or perhaps some movement?
Yeah, I'd start chasing him.
Okay.
Since I just tossed him and it didn't work like I wanted it to.
25.
Yeah, run
30,
on to number 1.
35. How far? 30?
I would like to run number 1.
Would you look at that? You're
30,
on the
yeah.
white clock. With that, he's going to take another eye ray at a legendary action at Roku this time. And that is going to be a Constitution saving throw.
That is going to be a natural 20.
Okay. He hits you with this weird black necrotic energy, but you succeeded, so you'll still take half, though. Okay, that is going to be 20 points of necrotic damage. That's already halved, by the way. It was 40 total, halved to 20. Okay, with that, so that was legendary action. It will now be the lair action. Your wheel glows beneath you, Hogar, and you are tasked, even subconsciously, with a choice. It is your choice on which tile you want to subject yourself to. If you would like a refresher on the tile icons, I could give that to you.
Yes, please. Give me each of them.
1 is a white clock. 2 is a body. 3 is a brain. 4 is a hand. 5 is an eye. 6 is a black clock. 7 is a backpack.
You want to cut out there for a sec. Can you restart over?
1 is a white clock. 2 is a body outline. 3 is a brain. 4 is an eye. 5 is a hand, 6 is a black clock, 7 is a backpack, 8 is a leg, 9 is a skull.
All right. I feel like the least harmful to myself is the backpack, but something in my backpack. And I have a lot of stuff in my backpack.
So which icon would you like to choose? The backpack?
Do I go backpack or something we haven't already seen, guys?
Something we already haven't seen. Joe.
I don't want to die if I pick skull.
Boo!
You know what? If I die, I come back anyways. Number 2, the body.
The body, okay. These harmful black necrotic effects happen all over your body as your hit point maximum is reduced by 50.
Ouch.
Well, that hurt me more than anything else has today.
Oh,
Are you sure?
hey.
This wheel can be pretty deadly.
Sweetie, we are back to you.
Sorry, sweetie.
Okay, 1 old people clock. 2 body outline.
Reduce your hit points. That's what it is.
Reduce your hit point. 3 is brain, and I don't really want to
Go to
fuck
the old
with
people
that.
clock, sweetie.
Yeah, but you might be out of his vision if you go 3.
Can I still cast spells from where I am?
So technically the eye ray has its effects right there still. It's still the 100-foot cone right here. It only moves at the beginning of his turn. Think of it as sort of like an effect, and then it lingers for the next 6 seconds, and then a sort of another
Gotcha.
effect that lingers for the next 6
Stand in the middle, sweetie.
I want to stand in the very middle because I just don't want to touch any of these effects. So
Okay.
That's where he was standing,
Yeah, you
right?
certainly can. You can just plop yourself right back up.
no, he was more like on 7. So I'm still in that cone, right? There, that
Yeah, you're still
where he
in.
was looking.
Well, wait, shit. Where were you just at? So he was right here. The cone would have went. Yeah, you're still just
Not
in
where
the
he was.
itsy bitsy little corner of it, unfortunately.
Can I move like 1 more space left into 9?
And then you can move
wait.
back if you want. So like, you can dip in and out of the cone if you wish.
Well, move me 1 space up actually, and I would be out of it, right?
Yes.
I'd be out of the vision.
Yep.
Okay. Now if you could scroll up a little bit. The rainbow in the palm of my hand. I touch my nice little gills and my fingertips sparkle.
What is that?
The rainbow now shoots forward as I
What's the
cast
rainbow?
prismatic.
That
Rain.
will hit Roku as well.
What?
The prismatic spray will hit Roku as well.
Well, it's
I'll
a
make
cone.
the save. I'll make the save. Don't worry.
What?
Don't even worry. I'll make the save. It's fine.
Might be half.
Well, not if I. What if I coned it like directly at 2?
It's at 2, right? So this is the edge of your cone, you mean? Then yes, you could hit it then.
Yeah.
If that makes you happy, you just
Or
turn to
does
the
Tom
side
want to
to cast
do
the
the same?
spell.
Yeah, hit me. Come on. Give it to me. Hit me with it.
Don't hit him.
Hit me, baby.
Okay.
Just
I'm
make
fuck-
your
I'm gonna hit
decision,
Roku
whatever
with
it
it.
is. Okay, perfect.
I'm
Roku,
gonna-
I believe
I'm
you
gonna
make
hit
a dexterity save.
It depends on what.
Oh, that's
rank
not
it's
good.
in.
So,
Does it
You
depend
asked
on
for-
the ray?
is it a no? He has to
Well,
dodge
yeah, but-
the ray first,
Uh.
and then see if it hits, and then you roll the effect of the ray. So I believe it's a dex save first,
Yeah.
correct?
So
a 16.
He got a 17.
Yeah.
yeah, 16.
16.
Tom. And you both fail.
So that hits both of them. What color
Okay,
do
I'm
they
sorry.
both get? Roll for a color for each
Okay,
of them.
I'm rolling for that now. The beholder. 3. See, probably fucking 3. Oh wait, I'm dumb.
What is
Takes 10d6 lightning damage on failed save.
What is the save?
10d6 lightning damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
On what
I
is?
think it-
Oh,
it
do you just
means
mean the dex
original
save?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you take the
It's a
lightning
dex
damage.
save, but then
Yes, I know. Like the last two on the list have
Yeah,
other
and then-
saves
okay.
you have to make in order for them to do their
and
effects.
then yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna roll damage for this guy first before I do Roku damage. Whoever Roku gets.
What color did you roll for Roku?
I haven't rolled that yet. I'm
Okay.
going to do damage
Do
first.
lightning damage first.
Dice, by the way. Okay, there's no ones, which is promising. 10. $36 lightning damage.
Okay. Now Roku's
And
fate.
that's all. Roku. 1 through 8. 7. Oh no. Failed save. The target is blinded. You must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of your next turn. A successful save ends the blindness.
I have
If-
proficiency in wisdom. So
But
Okay,
as
nice.
of now, Roku, you're blinded. So that effect
Um,
will take place.
A successful
over the next
save
turn.
ends the blindness. If you fail to save, the creature is transported to another plane of existence of the DM's choosing, and it's no longer blinded.
Awesome.
Typically, a creature that is on a plane that isn't its home plane is banished home, while other creatures are usually cast into an astral or at their aerial plane.
Sweetie, is that your turn?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Okay.
good.
So it is going to just move its way down here.
It is restrained, unfortunately.
Yeah. Does that mean it has no movement?
It has 0 movement.
Okay, then it's gonna pull a Sweetie here, and it's basically gonna cause his cone. The edge of the cone is gonna be right here,
Oh.
extruding out this way. And then he is going to, since some of you are in the cone,
So I still have to make my save.
yes. So since some of you are in the cone, he can't actually shoot his eye rays at you. So that means all 3 of them are going to go at Hogar.
Aw, damn.
Oh shit, that's what I was going to do. I was going to move back in space.
Hogar, you need to make a wisdom save.
All right. All right, I'm making it. All right. Dirty 20.
Okay. You succeed. Then you need to make a Constitution save.
Uh, 19.
Okay. You take 20 points of necrotic damage, which is halved already.
All right.
And then the last one, you need to make a dexterity save.
Easy enough. That's a 28.
Okay, and you dodge that last one as well.
Slayer's Prey coming in clutch.
So then he is going to. He cannot move. So that's about it. He's going to have to stay there on the other side of the
Turn
wheel.
his head, but turn his main eye.
Yes. With that, we're back to the top with Hogar.
So I'm not in the ray, right?
No,
Right?
right here.
Awesome. Guardian of Nature. Guardian of Nature, 3 attacks. 26.
Yep.
29.
Yep.
30, 20.
Yep.
Dirty 20.
Yep.
Oh, hot damn. That damage. Thank you, Jeopardy music. Adds a total of 80 piercing damage.
Alrighty. Any movement?
You know what? I'm gonna stay on number 10.
Okay.
Think gonna
Hogar.
happen.
Or sorry, Roku, you're up next.
Did it make its saving throw against flesh to stone last turn?
I will roll for it again. It rolled a 16.
It's gonna fail.
So that's 2 failed.
And I rolled a 15, a 15 wisdom save against Sweetie's.
Sweetie, does he
Sweetie's
pass?
thing.
No.
Did you add your
I
Or-
added, yeah.
DM gets to choose where he goes.
Could you roll for me a D100, Roku? I want to make this as
Absolutely, man.
as I possibly can be here.
That's 98%.
98. What a good percentage.
not like we can't just try and
You don't know
Thank
where
you.
you
I
went.
almost got 100.
Roku's gone now. As a child still.
I'm lost and I'm scared.
We need to keep a little spell slot so we can find him.
We have to use
Hey,
a
give me a
wall
sec.
spell
Sorry,
slot?
there's a bit of
Burn.
an issue here.
So Roku just out of the fight now.
The greatest enemy is Sweetie.
You told me to hit you.
wanted
And I
it.
hit you with the best one.
I wanted it.
Debatable.
Oh, okay, 8 could be pretty good.
The best is the one where you hit 2 rays.
8.
Yeah, 8.
8 is struck by 2 rays, roll twice more, rerolling any 8.
But you mostly want the damage.
Okay. You land in a gray wasteland. You're finally able to see for the first time in 6 seconds. You look around you at a gray wasteland filled with incessantly loud winds, as well as sort of a strange void-filled air. And there's absolutely nothing around you except for darkness. And yeah, that's about it.
I'm sorry, Roku.
I'm gonna start hovering in a random direction, and I'm just gonna go.
Well, you can do that.
That's what I'm gonna do with my time on this plane.
It is now the lair action as he is going to hit. Sweetie, what are you on? You're on 1 and 2 here. Sweetie.
Yeah, I meant to last round. I meant to move back after I cast the spell, but
The white
I messed
clock
up.
panel beams with magical light. Sweetie, just
Oh, now it
curious,
does it.
how old are you?
22.
All of a sudden, your eyes wrinkle slightly, your face droops just a bit. That's about it. Nothing too crazy. You have aged by 10 years.
Oh, Sweetie's now 32 years old, boys.
There you go.
Do I gain like points of wisdom? Is that how that works?
No, you're still the stupid sweetie you've always been. You're just old now. And oh shit, I meant to do that. Okay, he is going to, after that, it was after Roku's turn that I wanted to do this, but this works the same. I'm going to take a legendary action pot shot at Hogar with an eye beam.
There's a 30 hit.
Yep.
I save. And he takes 30 damage. What a coincidence.
So we are now
But
back to
not
Sweetie's
30,
turn.
Just 20. My bad.
Sweetie,
What?
your turn.
Guys, Hogar, I think I messed up.
Yeah, you did. Fish out of hatch.
No, we're past that.
No, this too, yeah. Well, we just gotta kill this thing and hope Roku concentrates on the spell. On damage
Question.
too late.
Mhm.
Oh, you could have.
I could have tried
yeah.
to counter Roku's teleporting out.
Okay.
It
Well,
slipped
tattoos
my
on your
mind,
skin
but,
is an
you know,
action. Inky
It's too
tendrils.
late for that.
Question: if I grapple something with the inky tendrils or the tentacles, yeah, can I move the creature?
Yes, you spend half your movement, or you spend 10 feet of movement to move them 5 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I would like to move 30 feet up. And then throw my arms forward, and then I want my inky tentacle feelers to try reach out and grab him. I know it's only like the one main
Did
tentacle.
they come out in the
but-
cone?
I don't know if it comes out in a cone.
Oh, you would have to step over
just
to the
In
side.
the cone.
Yeah, you're still in the cone as of now. The cone is here.
Did the cone the cone didn't stop Roku from teleporting though?
No, he was actually
Oh,
one
he
space
angled
to
this
the
so it
left.
wouldn't-
Oh no, this
10, 15. But if I moved 1 foot to the left, I couldn't reach it with it.
That's the issue. That's why we have battle maps, is to catch
That's why we
problems
have
like this.
battle maps. Yes, this is why.
is he also
yes,
maintaining concentration?
Who?
Sweetie, what
Roku.
are you going to do?
Actually, I would like to take a step back. Can I have not moved that? Like, take a step back onto the center of the circle.
Sure. Where did you move from? There you go.
I was, one above. I would like to move into the center.
All right. Avoiding growing any older, you take a step onto the center spinner.
And then, I would like to cast the 5th level transmutation of telekinesis
Okay.
on the beholder.
Okay. What sort of save is
And-
that?
Yeah, try and pull him in, I guess.
Doesn't matter the save. He rolled a natural one.
Make an ability. Oh, wait. Make an ability check with your spellcasting ability contested by a strength. Oh, you said natural one?
Yeah, natural one for sure.
Okay. So, if you win the contest, you move the creature 30 feet in any direction. I would like to pull him towards me 30 feet.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
There we go. Now he's on the land. We can beat him up better. Well, I can. And yeah, till the end of your next turn, the creature is restrained. I think he was already restrained.
He's already restrained.
Double restrained.
Double restrained.
Mm-hmm.
Is that spell still like working at him?
I don't know. I'm trying to look for something and it doesn't say anything about.
Sweetie, you. By the way, you would have needed to cast the spell like here, and then after moving casting the spell, you would have to move back here because again, the cone is this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Do that. Then move, pull, move back. Actually, I move one to the left to cast it, and then can I charge him?
I mean, yeah, nothing's stopping you. You can do whatever you want, man.
Yeah, I wanna charge him. Yeah, and I as a bonus action, I wanna hit swing at him.
All right, perfect. You get, he's restrained, so.
Yeah. Wait, what does restrained do exactly?
Just advantage.
Disadvantage on dex save, 0 movement.
And also gives you advantage on attacks.
Yep.
Okay, will be a 21 to hit.
That is going to hit.
And damage. Yikers. That is going to be 7. The minimum
7.
damage I could have done.
7 damage.
7 magical piercing.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. He is once again going to sort of just directly in front of him. He's going to cast the cone, so it's going to exude out sort of in this way and that way. So, Sweetie, you get anti-magicked. Hogar, you do not.
Is my spell still up?
It is not. You are currently transported to another plane of existence. That concentration is severed, unfortunately.
I think you might be out of range.
Yeah, a little bit out of range.
There is no range.
For flesh to stone?
No, you're out of range.
There's only range for casting, not concentrating.
That's true, but you are also on a different plane of existence. You know what? That's true. You are okay. You want to know what?
But you can concentrate on banishment, which literally banishes a creature to a different plane of existence.
Yeah, but that means
fair.
No, but you're not. You're constant. All right. You know what? You win. That won me over. That argument was good. I'm not even gonna lie. So at the end of this, he will make a save. I started to argue, but I was like, you know what? That was too good of an argument. Hogar.
You started thinking about banishment, and you're like, wait, nope, checks out.
Hogar, I need you to make a.
What kind of save?
Wisdom save.
All right, first things first. Let's praise the good old Slayer's Prey for getting me a dirty 20.
I need you to make a Constitution save.
Oh, I get advantage on these when I have my current spell up. Because I got advantage because one of those was a nat 1. Constitution, a good old 22.
Okay, so you're going to take half. So 21 points of necrotic damage.
All right.
And then one more Yeah, one more dexterity save.
Dex save. That is going to be 21 again.
So he's going to make his save on that spell for Roku. That is going to be a 19 though for the Constitution. So I believe that is 2 fails, 1 success.
You are cutting out so hard.
Yeah, sorry, my Wi-Fi is bad. He rolled a 19 for his Constitution save.
Yep.
So 2
So what is
fails,
that?
1
2
success.
fails, 1 success. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, Hogar, you're up. Oh, and yeah, no, wait, he set the cone already. Hogar, you're up.
This guy's gonna get shot 3 times. 23.
Mhm.
22.
Mhm.
25.
And these are all sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which means my base damage is 54. So we got here 10, 15, 70 piercing damage.
Okay.
Oh, 71, my bad. But
Okay. Bonus action or movement.
what can I do for my bonus action? I'm going to give a little twang to the string and fly above the wheel.
Okay. To how far up?
I'm gonna just like 20 feet up.
Okay. With that, it is now
Or how big's his cone?
150 feet.
What?
150 feet.
That's how big his cone is?
Yes.
Ooh. Yeah, just 20 feet up then.
Okay. Roku. You look around. Oh, is Roku not here? Okay, cool. He doesn't get anything. Next up, Sweetie, because you're standing once more on the white clock, you hear the bell toll. Sweetie, you guys all look as Sweetie just holds onto his back and goes, "Ah!" Sweetie, how old are you right now?
32.
Sweetie, you grow in an instant 40 years older as you grow gray hair spiraling out of your head and you hunch over your bones, creaking as you shake.
They can live up to 200 years. He's fine.
As you say, as you
Roku.
let out a Sweetie is now 70 years old.
My
He can live
back.
up to 200 as a halfling. He's fine.
With
My
that,
back.
Sweetie, it is now your turn.
Do I have disadvantage on like attacks now?
No,
or-
you're still good. You don't know how long. If you get hit with that again, you might just like. You don't know how this works. You might die outright. You may not. Who knows?
Okay, I want to move 2 tiles to the right and 2 tiles up. I'm out of the
Out of the cone,
right? Okay. I am going to make 3 sword swipes.
Roll for it. He is currently restrained as well.
And so I get advantage.
That's right.
One. Okay, the first one is a 25. Yeah, okay. Second one is a crit.
Okay.
So he takes 2 levels of exhaustion.
Yeah, sweetie.
So I have
he has 7 hit points left. So how do you want to do this?
okay.
Cut out his eye.
Can I carve out his eye? Like
Carve
out his eye. The rest of him falls to sand. And I just want to leave the eye.
Yeah, roll me a or not roll. That is your. How do you want to do this? Yeah, if that's what you want.
Just leave the main central eye because I heard those things are powerful.
You cut up this dude, and it slowly starts to turn to sand. His eye patch he wore as a Kobold TV host drops to the floor, and he begins, and then the one central eye falls to your hand, sweetie. As you hold on to this thing, there is something heavy within his eye.
Okay, this sounds a little fucked up, but the iris is just a hole. Can I look through the hole in his eye and like maybe try and shine a light in there?
Yeah, you see sort of a reflection of yourself. It seems there's something you were here for these legendary stones, and you have a feeling they might be located directly within this final boss's eye.
I just cut it out.
Scimitar. Yeah, not scimitar. I forget what it's actually called. The
Like a Kopesh.
Kopesh. That's what it's called. And then just whatcha straight down the middle. Nice even.
Sweetie, you get these 2 sort of rounded, almost egg-like shaped. They sort of come to a point almost at the top. These 2 stones that have little indentations on them that serve as almost walkie-talkies. However, they are not your average walkie-talkies, and I will send you the stats for them after we finish here this evening. And we are almost finished, as the last thing we tell is Roku wandering this weird black mountainous wasteland suddenly hears the clanging of chains slowly making their way towards him, as that where we will pick up next week, with Roku lost and the other 2 boys having won quite a elegant